Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. So, guys, a lot of crazy things happening in the toy world right now. Today was some very interesting things, man, just absolutely crazy. And of course, I cannot do this without some help because GI Joe is a big property, man. It takes a whole village to actually talk about GI Joe. So we're gonna start with a couple of good friends, and of course, this is his channel, so why not talk about him? And he's got a brand new introduction, and I'm gonna have to play that. So, guys, check this out. This is actually really neat. We're gonna check out for the very first time, the first time ever. We're gonna check out Danny Green's introduction. So check this out, everybody. I think you're gonna like it. I like it. I think it's great.
Danny Green collects action figure dreams. Every video a gem, so it seems. Plastic heroes lined up in rows. Come along, watch how the collection grows.
Danny Green is in the house. What's going on, Danny? That was an awesome intro, bro.
Oh man, I can't believe you played that. But
Dude, that was
hey,
awesome.
whatever, man. It's all good. I appreciate it.
That was an awesome intro, bro. Like seriously, that was killing, man. That was killing.
Thanks, man. I got some good help on that one, but
Yeah, bro.
but I I appreciate it, man.
I thought it was a great. I thought it was a great. I thought it was a great intro. For those of you who don't recognize me, I cleaned up a little bit. I don't know if anybody noticed, but anyway, it was getting too wild. Danny it was getting way too wild. I had to tame that beast. That beast needed to be tamed, man. It was a freaking
I don't
jungle.
even know how you maintain that shit, but
Bro, it was a jungle. It was a freaking jungle. You should have seen the cleanup. It looked like a murder scene. Like freaking somebody had skinned a cat. It was freaking. It was absolutely ridiculous, man. It was crazy. What's going on, Danny? How you doing tonight? Everything good?
yeah, man. Just got home from work not too long ago, and just settling down, So it's yeah, at the same time, yeah, like ready to talk about the Joes. I got some Joes behind me here. I put my things out here, so I know it's not the best view right now, but we're trying something different today.
All good, brother. All
yeah,
good.
man. It's a little dark over here, but anyway, it's all good.
No, it's all good, bro. Everything good in your world? Like anything new to report? Like anything surprising or what's
yes, actually. There's a small little thing we're working on currently. I'm allowed to talk about that right now. This is a cue?
Sure, Joe. We'll bring that little bit up a little later in the show.
But definitely, yeah. Just we're just working on some cool things. We'll share later. But yeah, staying busy with that. Super excited. Yeah. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't do this alone. We need some help because GI Joe's a big property, and we need people who know what they're talking about because Danny, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. So we need to bring in some additional help. Guys, he's been on the channel before. You know him, you love him, and he got pretty far in the contest for the photography, toy photography, and he is an amazing content creator. Guys, please help us welcome to the stage Brian from Endless Fables. What's going on, Brian?
What's up, Brian? How's it going, bro? Oh,
you're on mute. You're on mute, Brian. You're on mute, bro. He's coming. There he is.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good, bro.
I'm trying to order my ketchup and mustard right now.
All right. It's all good. How you doing, Brian? How are things going? And are you working on anything new? Like I've been seeing a lot of posts on your end. Of course, guys, follow Brian on Endless Fables on Instagram. But Brian, I see some great photography from you. I think this morning you posted something for Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. It was really cool seeing that. So a lot of great stuff going your way. What else is going on in Brian's world?
Well, I'm making some AWOC flags for Toylanta. So y'all might see some of those. And I'm just working on pictures and some other stuff. So mostly cloth good items. So
that is awesome. Really looking forward to it, man. That's something that we can always look forward to. Brian, Endless Fables. Was there any Was there anything else that you were working on? Like and the reason you're working on what? Oh, sorry, Brian. What's the reason you're working on those flags, Brian? Is there any reason you're working on those? I'm leading into something here.
I don't know what you're leading into.
Well, are you going anywhere in a couple of weeks, Brian?
Oh yeah. I'm headed to Toylanta.
Toylanta.
See you there, bro.
I passed it by my boss, and she said, "Okay, we can go."
Nice.
So
that's awesome.
I'm pretty excited about it. So.
Congrats.
That's the important thing. That's the important thing. You got to get the boss to say yes.
Of course.
Say yes. No one's.
We all go through that.
No one's going nowhere. That's how that works. Guys, if you haven't already, please follow Brian on what the hell happened there. Why is it not adding to the stage? Okay, that's weird. Yeah, please follow Brian on Endless Fables on Instagram. He's doing some freaking amazing work. Check out some of this crazy photography here, all the atmosphere, everything that he's been doing. He's been really killing it. My God,
good, man.
Sick.
And you know what? He's super consistent. This man, every morning posting on time.
Yeah. Yes,
not every morning, but
I look forward to it, man. I'm like,
pretty much though, Brian. I mean, like pretty much every single day, I keep seeing new posts. Like it's absolutely crazy.
They're all fire, so that's great.
I think so too. Yeah. So guys, definitely follow Brian, especially if you want to see some awesome photography like this on Endless Fables on Instagram. You can definitely check out some of his work right now. He's always working hard, and we love it whenever Brian shows up. Brian, congratulations, bro. This is amazing. Great stuff, Brian. Great
Thank
stuff.
you all so much.
Absolutely. So, gentlemen, man, the GI Joe Fanstream went live today, and some crazy things. Let me ask you something though. Did you know that any of these damn things were going to go on sale today? Because I was pretty much caught off guard. I was like, "What are you kidding me?"
They're moving quick, man. Is what's going on.
I wasn't ready for it today. I thought it'll be tomorrow.
Right? Usually, the way they're doing these things is kind of weird because normally they do a fan stream, then they give you a day or so, maybe give everybody else an early bird. What's called the Pulse the Pulse members, they give them the day, right? And then the next day they give it to everybody else, right? But no, that's not what happened today. Today everybody got a shot at it. It was only an hour difference. And I thought that was kind of strange. Sometimes with the Pulse cons, I know they were doing that. I knew that they would do that with Pulse cons. But these fan streams usually give it a day. So I don't know if this is a new format. I don't know if something else is going on. A lot of these people are pushing. A lot of these companies are pushing their memberships. Like Mattel Creations just created Club Grayskull, right? And there's a lot of people scratching their heads about what's going on with that one.
Is that a subscription base as well?
Not exactly. Like neither of these is technically subscription. Most of these are like memberships. Right?
Oh, you just pay like a one time for a year.
Yeah, you pay a one time, and then it's good for the year, right? So
how much I care about that crap? They're like, is it worth? Do you guys are you into? Do you do that?
Well, there's a key, right? So myself, I tried it once for Hasbro Pulse premium membership, and it was good. It was good.
The shipping, you save the shipping, right? I think
you do save on shipping, and now that they've included Canada. It's actually really worth it for Canadians because when I had it, Canada was not included in the shipping. All right, so it was like, what am I even doing? Like, why? I got it for frontline access. Basically, I got it so that because a few figures that I knew were going to sell out quickly, sold out quickly. Right, so that's why I picked it up, and I was like, this is just dumb. You know what I mean? I don't understand why people have to do this. Right, but. Now with the shipping to Canada, that makes a lot more sense to me now.
Yeah,
that makes a hell of a lot more sense to me. That is a lot of money saved. So in your first 2 shipments, you'll automatically pay for the rest of the year, in my opinion. And you got to remember that it's $50 USD. That's the hard part for Canadians, right? Because $50 USD is like $75, right? So that's a lot of money. How about you, Danny? I guess by your question, you've never done any of these.
You know what? Actually, you know what? No, with Hasbro Pulse, I think I have it because I don't pay for shipping. Like I'll buy something, right, and I get the shipping included.
But
I
it
think
depends because
you just spend so many dollars or something.
yes, there is like they brought that back. They took it away for a while.
Yeah. But
So
you do get free shipping after like 50 US or something.
something like that, right? So so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you should check because once you log into your Hasbro Pulse account, and you
It's
would
been a
know,
minute. You know what? It's been a minute. That's why.
yeah, but you would know because you have to renew it every year, right? So if you don't renew it, you don't get it back, right? So, Brian, have you ever become a member of any of these like Hasbro and Mattel?
I did Hasbro at first.
Mhm.
But it seemed like a waste to me. I the figures that I wanted, I pretty much got.
Mhm.
One of the things I wish they'd have done with that is make free shipping and handling on the HasLabs and that kind of thing. I think that's when I kind of checked out of that. And then I always just hit the number, if it's $75 or $50. I can't remember how much you got to spend for the free shipping, but I always hit that number if I order something. So
See, yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? Hal Jordan's reminding me just now that Canadians don't waste your money on a Premium Plus membership. If you spend $75, you get free shipping on Pulse anyway. So if that's actually been included with Canadian shipping, then yeah, it just most of us end up spending at least $100 on Hasbro Pulse anyway.
Yeah, you get the free
right?
shippings, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, so it is a bit of a
Funny
question.
because I was just checking, and yes, there it is. Sorry, don't look at that.
Premium
Like,
Plus membership, he's got an auto renew.
it expires July, so we're good, man. And you're
All
right; it's a free shipping and whatnot. So that's great,
there you
guys.
go.
Appreciate it.
So crazy. Myself, like I said, I don't have it anymore, and I think I'm subscribing to what Hal is saying. I think that I don't need it right now, and we're gonna get to that because there are a whole bunch of drops today, and a few things sold out. Can you believe that? Like a few things actually sold out.
Already, they're sold out.
Some of them sold out, and we're going to talk about that.
Wow.
We're going to talk all about that. But before we get into that, let's say hi to the chat, everybody. Hal Jordan again. Been trying to order these damn robots since 2 p.m. I'm still getting the story. Try again in a few minutes. Message: Hasbro, no Pulse sucks. Oh boy, interesting thumbnail there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wow,
Hal Jordan.
Are you trying to? I know Hal's a player, but wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. Hal. Dave's Dimension. Only saw a few pictures. Can't wait to see the highlights. Yep, we're going to go through pretty much everything tonight. It's going to be pretty crazy. King Panathor, what's going on, Noel? Mr. J, I was shocked when they weren't. I was shocked that they weren't more. I'm saying $75 is cheap. Also, are you charged immediately or when they're ready to ship? Normally with Hasbro Pulse, it's when they're ready to ship. So I don't know if that's changed at all, but as far as I know, it's whenever you're ready to ship. So I think that we can safely assume that that's still the case. Angel Quest 01, what's going on? Acting Panathor, they do charge when you are ready to ship. Excellent. Dave's Dimension. Time to grab the popcorn and taste the beverage. That's right. We're going to be in here for a little while, guys, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kelly Cox, what's going on, Kelly? Romero Lara, what's going on? Nice. I love the thumbnail. That is the green Granimir. Love it. Good stuff. Good to see you, Romero. Angel Quest, I'm excited for Colonel Hawk. Yes. The young Hawk. That is freaking awesome. I haven't seen a young Colonel Hawk in a long time. It's really good. I'm kind of bummed that he will be sold with a vehicle accessory, which means he will definitely be in the deluxe price range. Yes, unfortunately, he will come. And he won't come on a card either. He'll probably just be in that little window box. So, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Joe fans are eating good, man. They
are. They are.
Man.
Meanwhile, Marvel and DC are in flux right now. They're going all over the place right now. Kelly Cox, this being one of the highest priced army builders I've ever seen. At $75, this snake armor is something to behold. Hey yo, Frankie, what's going on, Frankie Rivera?
Hey, Frankie, what up, man?
All the way from Ireland, it's John Brooks. What's going on, John? Thanks for joining us, brother.
Hola, John.
Always good to see you. John used to be in the Philippines, and now he's gone all the way back home to Ireland. So,
Oh, wow.
A world traveler.
Yeah, that's cool.
World traveler. Here's Frankie's being absolutely awesome. We love it.
Nice.
Romero. It's Rolahet. Who? Rolahet? Oh, Rolla. Oh, here we Rolla. What's going on? Good to see you. I didn't understand what that was. King Panther. Jay, that Danny Green intro made me made my cat run away. Don't know if that's a good thing or bad.
No shit. Thank AI, bro. It's not my fault.
I think I just played it too loud. That's my fault. Peter, what's going on, bro? How are you doing tonight? It's the Kid Chuckle.
Hey, what up, Kid Chuckle?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro.
How you doing? Good to see Kid Chuckle. Always good to see him. Mega Man Blade. Fellow collectors, every time Hasbro reveals something for classified, I keep wishing they did the same for 4-inch figures. Unfortunately, 3 3/4 seems to be taking a back seat. But if you want O-rings, I think they have literally been going to Super 7 now. Super 7 just announced a whole bunch of O-ring figures. So O-ring stays alive at Super 7. Andrew Davis is in the house. What's going on, Andrew? Still trying to buy some snake armor and won't go through. Yes, there seems to be a continuing problem for everybody trying to buy the snake armor. I'm curious to see if it's actually sold out. I wonder if that's actually a major issue. So very strange how that's happening. Angel Quest. Try clearing your browser cache or the Hasbro app. There you go. There's an option. So guys, try that. See if you can do it. Remember, you don't pay until it actually ships. So at $75 a pop. Let's see. You know what? Let me ask the question right now. Who's picking up this snake armor? Because honestly, it's a big purchase. Let's not kid ourselves around. $75 is a big purchase. So who? Let us know in the comment section below who's trying or who has been able to pick up this snake armor. Kelly Cox. I own original snake armor and I love it. Yes, it was really cool, especially the fact you could put another figure inside. Peter, Jay, are you going to get the custom stairs that Todd is making for the cat's lair? Literally, they are literally neat, but probably expensive. It takes about 3 rolls to make one set. So you're talking about Hebrew, A. B, nothing against Todd. Nothing against Todd. I don't like them. I don't like them because they just take up so much room. It's like this huge, gigantic stairway, and it's butted up right next to the two paws. I just don't like the way it looks. What I have a redesign, which I'm hoping to maybe collaborate with Todd to make, because I think it needs to be on the landing and then down the stairs. Anyway, it's a discussion for later on, Peter. But thanks for bringing that up. I am interested, but not the way he's designed them. I'm going to pitch him a new design and see what he says. Pulse membership for Canadians is pointless. Get free shipping without it. Yes, we've discovered that. Thank you, Hal. Aquarius Man, MJR, Danny and Brian. The Hasbro Pulse membership is worth it. Free shipping and added up. So there's pros and cons depending on which way you swing, right? Frontline access, I think, is really the big thing after the fact, right? Because if there's a figure like, for instance, if Pythona drops, I think Pythona is going to be a big problem for a lot of people. I think Pythona is going to be huge. So anything with Cobra Law, even though people complain about Cobra Law a lot, I think Cobra Law is going to be massive.
Oh yeah.
Angel's Quest. Jay, I'm a Pulse member and enjoy the shipping incentive, but I get pre-order notifications about 15 minutes after the orders go live, causing me to miss out on popular figures. I've heard that. It's happened to me a ton of times. I just don't understand how I don't know if it's your mail provider that kind of like pulls it off. I don't know what is going on with that. It's discouraging. It's very discouraging. Yeah, I know. We know what you're doing, Hal. We know what you do. You can't fool us. You can't fool us, Hal.
Not with that thumbnail.
Riddle Horn. Shipping tariffs are going to kill Kickstarter types of things. Wait and see. You know what? I don't doubt you, bro. I don't doubt you. Hal Jordan. You got to keep your guys on your toes. Yeah.
Toes indeed.
When you
on the toes.
Or apparently on the bed. You're free. Aquarius Man. If you order something from Hasbro at $7 per order, what? I'm confused. What does that mean?
For shipping, probably. Is what he's thinking. If you order,
no, I know, but at a certain point, it gets free, right? So like when you spend $75 or more, it goes to free. So it's interesting that you're saying that, of course, man. But yeah, if you're only buying one thing, I see what you're saying.
Well, now everything's over $75, so what does it matter?
Basically,
for the most part.
3 Joe figures and you're done, man. 3 Joe figures and you're finished. Peter, Motu should make a Zenyu character for that's Scientology's God's name. Okay, I'm not exactly sure why they would need to, but maybe, I guess. I don't know. Hal Jordan, Snake armor isn't sold out. It's not, but nobody's able to buy it. So what? Like that's the equivalent. That's the equivalent of being sold out. I don't know, Brian. What do you think? The fact that you can't buy it, wouldn't that mean that you?
I'm gonna try to buy it right now. Let's see what happens.
Grindelwald got 3. He got 3.
I added it to my cart.
Yeah, let's see if we can check out. Saber said, now we got the boys trying to buy it. This is hilarious. B2 bought 2. He bought 2. Angel Quest. I have ordered 3 of Snake armor figure. Nice. Hal Jordan. Still trying. Wow, Hal's still trying. Given how big the snake is, I'd say $75 is a good price considering how Hasbro has been with their pricing structure lately. Wow. All right, Hal. Well, keep it going, brother. Try incognito. Incognito mode. Try incognito mode. Try a different browser. Try on your phone. You know what I mean? Try all 3. Russell Cruz, what's going on, brother? I'm picking it up already. Ordered it. I am from Florida. Congratulations, brother. I'm glad you got it.
Pre-order.
Mattel Creative. The name of the site you go by, Masterverse and newer lines. Mattel Creations. Mattel Creations. That's the site where all the new Mattel figures are usually up, and all their exclusives. So head over there, Peter. Red Exomac. 5. 75 is not a lot. We spend more or less on Maximum Spider. Shots fired, guys. Shots fired. Badwolf.ca. No, Badwolf.ca. Sorry, but those stairs don't need 8 pounds of filament. I could do that with I could do that design with one roll of $23. A $23 Canadian roll. Is that the right roll? I mean, I've heard of multiple rolls. Danny's into a whole bunch of rolls.
What kind of rolls you talking about?
Yeah,
know your role. You better know your role.
It's the green kind. It's the green kind, Danny. It's the green kind. Marnay is 28. Marnay is 28. Why can't you buy it? I bought 4 earlier. Wow, 4. Marnayus. You're a freaking
troop building.
You're a beast. Hal Jordan. I've tried 3 different devices today. Holy crap, dude. Go to McDonald's. See if you can get the Wi-Fi over there. I don't know what's going on. Dragon Davy. I ordered 4 of the armor, but still missed the divers. Yes, the divers are sold out. We're going to talk more about that soon. Andrew Davis, Hasbro Plus membership is only good for free shipping on multiple HasLabs. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense, actually. Yeah, if you're into the HasLabs, for sure, it makes a lot of sense to get. I
just saved $7 on shipping.
There you go. There you go. And Danny, did you get the snakes?
No, yeah. I added to the cart, and it said minus $7 for shipping. So
there you go. But can you check out, Danny? That's the.
Well, I went all the way to the PayPal thing.
All right. Danny's not quite sure.
They want my money. I tell you that.
Money.
You ain't getting it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Aquarius Man. Well, that's the problem with PayPal. They actually take it right with PayPal. They take it right away. You want to do it without the PayPal. Aquarius Man. I wish Hasbro made it easier for us to get the Hasbro exclusive SDCC. Wish they put it online for us to get. They will. It will go online, but again, it's only on a certain day, like 2 days after the SDCC. You will have to fight for it, just like everybody else. And that's another reason why you should get the Premium Plus membership, because that's how you get front of line access there. Bad Wolf CA.
Well, maybe that's what shows up for me.
Peg rolls. Marnez 28. 3 for me and 1 for my brother. There you go, bro. Grizzle Horn. Just worked for me again. Maybe use the app and maybe use the web and not the app. We have to try everything, dudes. Jason mentioned. Got my order for the snake. Good. And blowtorch. Nice. Bad Wolf. Where's the tariff on that faux steel? All those. Oh man. Anyway, Canada rolled that back. We pulled like a deck of cards. We could not afford that 50% tariff. There's no way. Aquarius Man, ship if you end. There you go. Fun Bobby. Next HasLab will be the bridge layer. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
but it better come with a tank attachment, because if it's just the bridge layer, that kind of seems a little lame to me for like $300. Okay.
Well,
everybody's just chiming in right now, so thanks guys, appreciate it. Great to see you guys here. Hal Jordan, you can get all the way the price, but then it rejects you. Is that right, Danny?
No, yo, they just took my money.
Oh, they just took your money. That's what I say. Why did you do the PayPal? You should have done just like.
That's okay.
Yeah, right. Danny's
We're
in.
gonna review this shit. That's why.
We are. Danny's in. John Brooks.
I'm in.
The Hasbro Pulse The Hasbro Pulse app works here. Fine here in Ireland. They're based in Germany. Plus, Once a Man is still available at 45 euros. I need another one of those because, Danny, remember the one I gave you? I forgot. I was supposed to give it something.
Sorry, you can't have it. You can't have it back.
I gotta find another one.
It's actually in the background right here. It's right there. There it is.
I gotta find another one.
That's yours. You ain't
Angel
getting
Quest 01. The divers were limited to 2 at Target, so they ran out on Hasbro. Target sold out pretty quickly. Wow, crazy. JB, divers sold out on Target as well. Insane. Aquarius Man, shipping if you don't spend $75. That's right. Hal Jordan, let me get all the way to the place order, then gives me please try again in a few minutes. Wow. So a few people have been experiencing that. Hal apparently is in Hal's experienced it. So did Andrew Davis. I know Andrew is in New Jersey, I think. So kind of crazy. What? Dave's Dimension. I did PayPal and they didn't make any money and they didn't take any money yet. Okay, that's good. You should check that. See if they double check. See if they took your money already. And Funpix. Hey, Funpix, what's going on? Good to see you, brother. Always good to see Funpix in the house. Jay, I'm just north of you. There you go, brother. Like seriously, Canada. Apparently, Canada's. I don't know. Denny's went through, but he used PayPal.
I know. I got a confirmation. That's it. Hasn't.
No, but you still. Yeah, that's what I mean. You still got the confirmation. How can't go through, right? How just keeps getting the please try in a few minutes bullshit. So anyway,
but I got the membership crap. So
maybe that's
sorry, guys. I didn't even know I had it. I forgot.
We'll see. Danny, what's the total in loonies, bud?
I know, right?
Well, what is the fun?
Sorry, 84.74 USD.
84.74 USD. Let's find out what that is.
Because they charge you tax, right?
I shall find out, my friend. 84.74. And it is a whopping total of, you only bought one of them, Danny?
Yeah.
121.20 Canadian dollars. Wow.
Damn. Refund. I want a refund. Come on, my money back.
Man. That is a big ouchie.
I just did it for the purposes of this content, but
John, I'm trying to get Serpentor, but I'm not paying eBay prices. Anyone selling at a decent price? Danny, can you hook me up? You know what, John? Contact Danny or myself. We might be able to help you out. And
yo, reach out. I got a couple. We got a couple, I think.
Yeah, reach out.
Yeah.
And if you can get me, if you give me 2 of those, if you can get me 2 of those once a man's, maybe we'll just do a trade, John. Because I need another one of those damn once a man's. Days Dimension. I did it through Pulse app, free shipping for $75. Not bad, Bad Wolf. Joe Kuhlman. I'm officially done with classified. Can't keep up with it. Work, and I'm can't keep up with it. Work, and I'm not paying secondary market prices. I hear you, Joe. I hear you. I'm gonna buy yours versus Danny's.
What?
Dragon David. Are all the divers at set Target exclusive or Walmart? Anyone knows? I need 2 sets. I hear you, bro. We'll find out soon, hopefully. Bad Wolf, the real purpose. Hal Jordan, Jay. I got a sealed it, man. I was gonna sell. All right, bro.
There you go. Boom.
Reach out to me, Hal. We'll talk, man. I do need one. All right, guys. So we're finally got through everything. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Let's start talking about GI Joe, everybody, because today was absolutely nuts. Actually, before we start talking about GI Joe, just really quickly, I wanna show you guys really fast because the 3 of us, guys, in about a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right about that? Or is it? It is next week, isn't it?
It's next week, yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, do you realize that in a week we all have to get on a plane and head over? Or Brian, are you driving?
I'm driving. I can't haul things back on a plane.
Yeah, true.
Brian's going on a shopping spree. You can tell.
I'm just kidding.
Good.
Hey,
Brian's bringing home the farm, man. It's gonna be absolutely nuts.
I'm kind of jealous.
I might take the farm. I don't know.
It's all those mythic legions, man. Brian's
Right?
going crazy for the mythic legions. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's freaking crazy. All right, let me.
So no shipping that week.
I am. Brian just threw me for a loop right there. That's freaking crazy, man. Holy crap! Yeah, that got me doing. Oh my gosh. So but you are driving down. Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah, we're driving down.
Okay. You and the boss are driving down together.
Yeah. She keeps me in check.
That's awesome. All right, so guys, I don't want to be any more cryptic than we need to be, so let me just remove this. Oh my gosh. Hey Danny, can you remove the your video? I don't know why it doesn't want to disappear. So yeah, guys, we are going to be heading to Toylanta this year, and I want to show you guys a quick preview as to what you guys can expect, because this is really, really exciting, and I think you guys are going to be. If the tickets are still available, so check this out, everybody. This is going to be a lot of fun. Check this out.
Only a 4-pack? Interesting. But do we really need them?
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, someone.
That was
there.
That was weird, man. All right, hold on.
I think you broke it.
I did break it. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't know why that happened. There we go.
Let's have a look. Just wanted to give you a huge reminder that Toylanta is happening on March 28th through the 30th. This is going to be an awesome convention, and I got to tell you, I'm excited for everybody who's showing up. As a matter of fact, I have a ton of great guests, including Paige Turco, who played the second April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie franchise. She's going to be there along with her fellow co-star, Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino in the movie, as long as being one of the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight choreographers playing Donatello in the first film. He, of course, was also a surf ninja, and who can forget sidekicks? He's going to be awesome. If you're into Power Rangers, they also are featuring Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Sergeant Slaughter is also going to be there. There are also going to be a ton of toy tubers there, including the great Shartimus Prime. He'll be there all weekend. And specifically for the PowerCon portion of the Toylanta event, Power Up Toylanta, you can meet director Daniel Benedict, who I've been talking about a lot lately. He directed The Fall of Grayskull, one of the best, if not the best, Master Universe fan film, and they will be having a screening of this film during Toylanta, a special director's cut. Daniel will also be there promoting the second film that he's trying to get off the ground, The Fall of Grayskull 2. He's having a relaunch, as the first one did not actually meet its funding goal, but we're going to get there this time, guys. Definitely have to check out this first film and the trailer for the second film. It is absolutely epic. You can meet Daniel Benedict at Power Up Toylanta and ask him about how the film is going and what he plans, as I truly believe this is the film to bank on in 2025. Writer Joshua Skye, who's pretty much creating the lore for Master Universe, is going to be there as a special guest. As a matter of fact, I did an entire live stream the other day with Joshua talking about his involvement with Master Universe, how that all came about, and of course, talking about his involvement with Heavy Metal series that is just about to ship out to backers. Definitely meet Joshua Skye and ask him all about the Master Universe lore and what he plans for the future. And speaking about more toy tubers, that's right, Robo Don't Know is going to be there with all of his amazing inside baseball toy knowledge. You can meet Robo in person at Power Up Toylanta. The great Pixel Dan, the OG toy collector, definitely visit Dan's booth and pick up a copy of his book, The Toys of He-Man and the Master Universe. You know you have to pick that one up. And somebody definitely made a mistake. They invited me as a guest. I will be there all weekend with my good friend Danny Green of Danny Green Collects. We are indeed going to have Flipor at the convention, maybe even a few exclusives, including some concrates, which will only be available at the event. And I'll be showing off some comic books that I've worked on, as well as premiering a brand new project that Danny and I are working on. You have to check us out at the event. We will be there with our good friends Carlos and JP of Thundercats Classics and the Badass Reviews. They are going to be kicking off their convention tour with Toylanta, showcasing From the Realm, a new line of action figures which they're planning on launching. You guys can check out the brand new figures live and in person and talk to the creators themselves, JP and Carlos. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Tickets are going fast, everybody. You can head over to toylanta.net/tickets and pick up your badges for the event. The VIP badges are almost sold out, and they feature the brand new exclusive ATL 25 action figure from the Four Horsemen. This exclusive edition of this figure will only be available at Toylanta with limited quantities during the event, and the only way to secure this figure figure 100% is to pick up the VIP ticket badges, which are already available online, but these are running out fast. So definitely pick these up, as you don't want to miss out on the ATL 25 exclusive figure, only available at Toylanta. Be sure to pick up your tickets before they run out, and we'll see you there. Now let's get back to this episode, guys.
And of course, there he is, everybody. ATL 25. This will only be available at Toylanta 2025. This is a crazy figure. I actually did a full review, and I am very excited to be able to showcase this very soon. I'll be posting the review up on my channel as well as Danny's channel, so you can check it out. You can check both of those out when it hits. I got to tell you, the Four Horsemen have totally outdone themselves here. He's part of the Cosmic Legions brand. But this one is, as you can see there, this one's the 2025 Toylanta exclusive, and he has the badging right there, ATL 25. So you can only pick this up at Toylanta. There are only two ways to pick this up. The guaranteed way for now is to get a VIP pass, which you can pick up right now at toylanta.net. That is the only way to absolutely guarantee that you're going to get this one ahead of time. Other than that, you have to show up at Toylanta and try your best to pick this up every single day of the event. And unfortunately, every single day, they have a set allocation for how many they're going to sell. So, Danny, this one is actually going to be really tough to get. So, guys, do not try your best to pick this up while you're at Toylanta. This was a really great figure. I will be posting up the review on Danny's channel as well as mine, and you guys should definitely check that out because this guy is absolutely crazy. Brian, you're on mute, but what do you think of the ATL 25? Are you going to be picking one of these up yourself, my friend?
I don't know if I will or not. I have had a few people hit me up about it though, so I don't know. I may be picking it up for somebody else.
I was about to say Brian's going to be shopping for somebody else, but you know Brian's going to grab. You know Brian's going to grab. He's going to grab one. But this guy is seriously, he is freaking fire. He really is. He looks so good. The sculpting, the design, the paint apps,
the weapons are so good.
Totally crazy.
Yeah,
and Danny is like, I need that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have a whole bunch of people taking a look at this. We're gonna take some photographs and really do a full review on this. So stay tuned, guys, because we have a lot of great new things coming up. Thank you guys again for listening to that little plug for Toylanta, because we are going to be there. And Danny, you and I are going to be debuting something at the show, and we're going to talk about that just after the GI Joe. So, guys, stick around for that, because Danny and I have something very, very special in mind for everybody, and we hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brian already knows. He's just snickering to himself, but we're going to show you guys in a little bit. But now we're going to talk GI Joe. So let's have a look at what's been going on at the – let's see here. Remove that. I don't need that anymore. All right. So, guys, once again, please follow Endless Fables on Instagram. Great work. Thank you, Brian. You're doing just amazing work. All right, guys. So, today, Hasbro Pulse had their fan stream for the GI Joe fan stream. And I got to tell you, it started off a little weird. I think Emily, Lenny, and I don't know who the last guy is. I forgot. Sorry, my apologies. But they dressed up like Cold Slyther, and that was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun, but it did set the mood for a little bit of something else. I don't know, Brian. Did you enjoy that part of the reveal, or?
It was unexpected. I'll just say that.
I was not expecting it myself, but they did have a little bit of fun with it, so it was all good.
Yeah.
But the big things to what the heck happened there? Okay, there. I don't know why it was. Yeah, can we go back? All right. So there were a lot of great reveals during the day, and I had this all set up before. Thanks to our good friend Statoverse on Facebook. He actually took a whole bunch of different screenshots of the event. So we're going to go through a few of his choice shots and cover a few things that were released this afternoon. First things first, let's talk about the render reveals, guys. So the first render reveal of the day was Snake Eyes from the Marvel, the comic books. This is comic book Snake Eyes. Do you guys even remember, Danny, do you even remember this guy? Because honestly, I'm having a hard time remembering who this guy
I
was.
think
but-
I remember that there was an older toy of this version, right?
Correct. That's right.
Yeah, so I remember seeing that. I do, but outside of that, no.
Brian, do you remember this guy at all?
I do. I remember it. I didn't have it, but I remember the comic and the figure. So
I do have to say he looks really cool. I do like the red goggles. It gives him a very different look for Snake Eyes entirely. The color scheme is very much like the original comic book, but there is a lot of reuse here too as well, which I don't technically mind. I know a lot of people are really critical about that kind of stuff, but I think it still is very much in the style of the character.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, and he's got a really good look about him. The face sculpt is of course brand new with those red goggles. He's got the military style vest with all the pockets everywhere. He also has these really cool gauntlets, which I think look really cool and allow him to be more ninja-esque in his overall appearance. He's got a whole bunch of kunai, which are attached to his thigh pouch, as well as a side pouch mount for his sidearm. He also has these crazy shin pads and the ninja style boots.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
cool.
which have already been featured on multiple ninjas released in the line. He also comes with a small Uzi type weapon with a suppressor. I'm not sure what that red band is on the side. Does anybody actually know what that is? If anybody in the comment section knows what that is, please let us know. Brian, do you know what that thing is on the side there? I'm not really sure what that is.
I think it's just painted on there.
Is it just paint? I wonder if it swings out.
Oh, it could maybe some. It looks like
I'm
it's
not
like something scratched out or something.
Yeah, it's really distinctive.
I'm not sure.
I wonder if the original toy had a swing out feature. I wonder if that was something. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see from this angle. He also has two of his Arashikage swords with the Arashikage Indica at the top and the red blade, it looks like. I don't know if that's blood or if it's just the redness of the blade. But he has a longer sword and a slightly shorter, more curved sword. And on the back, he actually has two sheaths where he can store both blades. I find that really dangerous because they don't exactly have scabbards, so he's got to be careful when he's running. And he's got a grappling hook for scaling walls. What are your thoughts, everybody? Is he a yay or a nay on this one? He looks pretty damn cool, if you ask me.
The hook comes with the rope, right?
That's a good question. Does he come with a rope? I don't know.
Because I'm like, well, just like that, unless you have to make your own rope.
Yeah, because that's definitely something that comes with Alpine too, right? He
has so maybe that's probably some in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, I would think so too. Unless it's just one of those things where he just uses it to, the climbing.
That you're right. It could be just to hold on or something.
Yeah, the actual pick that would be interesting. But why does it have a loop, Danny? Why does it have a loop?
Yeah, true story.
So, Danny, I'll bring you some rope to toy.
Yeah.
I'll just bring you a whole. I'll bring you a whole roll.
Oh, yeah. Dad, he can swing far, yo.
So, Brian, is this a bang or a bust for you?
I like it. I may pick this one up.
A bang. Okay, cool.
I'm seeing some parts that I might use for another figure.
That's how Brian rolls. He's looking at the other things that can happen with these figures.
Yeah,
I love it. Danny, bang or bust?
If it comes with the rope, then it's a bang. Listen, man, if you guys cheap out of the rope, I buy it.
The rope is the make or break for Danny. Danny's make or break.
I'll bring you some rope.
Yeah, I'll accept it. I'll accept it. But listen, man, anyways, you know what I mean.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro. All right, so I'm guessing Danny's going for a bang with it if it comes with the rope. I'm going to say bang on this one. I think he looks really neat. I like the color scheme. I like the red eyes. I'm with Danny though. I don't know why there's no rope, Hopefully that's something they just overlooked. But I love this two
If
sword.
Alpine had the rope, this guy better have the rope.
Daddy's killing,
It'd be
Daddy's
like-
killing me, man. Daddy's killing me, bro. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
unless
know what
you
you're.
tweet
I
out.
know what you're saying. All right, and the second one in the digital only reveals was, and this one's really cool, man. It was Colonel Hawk, and remind me what this one's called, guys. I can't remember what the hell this thing's called.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check.
It's like
It is.
Joe, I don't even know.
Everybody in the chat's going crazy right now.
MMS.
The MMS, that's right, the MMS missile launcher. So there you go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
So it is the MMS. Who said that, by the way, Dan?
That was Marinos 28.
Thank you, Maris. Appreciate that.
Marinos.
So there you go. It's the MMS missile launcher. And man, this thing looks pretty cool. Of course, it is just the GI Joe version of the same type of system, but it does look cool. I do like the blast effects. I do like
the black
the paint scheme that's done with GI Joe. But I think the big seller on this one is definitely Colonel Hawk, guys. He's definitely the one. I think that a lot of people. I wonder if we have a nope. We don't have a close up on Colonel Hawk. We're gonna have to look that up. But he looks awesome. A very young Hawk. I'll just go ahead and zoom in on this. So yeah, he's a very young version of Hawk. And if anybody remembers, this is actually part of the wave 1 of the original 3 3/4 inch figures, because Hawk was actually a colonel there, and he was very, very young. Comes with a whole bunch of different accessories. Your standard GI Joe rifle, a more automatic rifle on the other side, a single knife, that standard GI Joe helmet. I believe that comes with rock and roll and a whole bunch of other figures. And what is that? What is that? An AK-7? Brian, what is that? An AK-47? No, what is that? Hold on.
It's an M something.
That's right. An M16. That's right. That's an M16 rifle. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate that. See, Danny knows his guns. I have no idea.
It's like an M something. That's all.
And a singular sidearm. So Danny knows what he's talking about. Danny's been in the game a lot longer than
I like the Joes.
That's right, bro. That's right. Looking really forward to this, but we already have a comment in the section in the comment section saying that it's unfortunate he comes with this accessory, this vehicle, because that means that he's going to be pretty well priced out for some people. What do you think of the pricing on this, guys? Is it going to be similar to the other missile launcher that we had already from Cobra? I think what was that? That was like $45 or $55. I can't remember. Brian, you remember?
I can't remember on that one.
I can find out.
Yeah, can you find out, Danny? Let us know how much the other one was, because I'm thinking it's going to be pretty much the same. I don't.
Untying Toys is 107 USD.
Yeah, but that's including that's with tax to a certain degree, right? So it was probably
Hasbro.
It's probably closer to 75 then, right? I'm guessing it was 75 USD on Hasbro Pulse. Can you check Hasbro Pulse?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
All right.
I'm on my way. Oh, here, $75 USD.
$75. I called it. There you go. $75 USD for this one. Very, very cool. Yeah, I think this is a definite buy. It comes with a whole bunch of blast effects. It looks really, really cool. I do like that. And of course, if you have the Vamp or the AWE Striker, which is going to come out really soon, this will attach to the hitch on the back just as easily. So it's going to be a really cool vehicle to be towing around. And then, but I forgot to ask. So is this a bang or a bust, Brian?
It's a bust for me.
$75. Is it a bang or a bust?
It's a bust for me. I want the Hawk. I'll probably wind up with the Hawk. I'll have to do some figuring out on that. But
so you're buying it anyways, but you're going to get rid of the MMS.
No, I'm going to have a hard time pulling the trigger at 75 on that. So, just saying. I'm disciplined though, so
yeah.
So so it's a bust for Brian. Danny, bang or bust?
Same bust.
Yeah, it's a bust on Danny. Wow. All right, I'm surprised.
Yeah. No, because you know what? When you convert it to the CAD, Canadian dollar, it's not $75 anymore.
Dude,
Just a little secret. It just
we gotta get Danny on. You know what, Brian? We gotta get Danny on the Hasbro review list. That way he can get these things for whenever he wants.
they'll probably show up on Amazon like on sale.
Ooh, Danny! Ooh, Danny's turning into Lyle's figure files all of a sudden, man. That's crazy.
The long game, man.
That's crazy.
I think Dave's Dimension said it. He goes, long game for deals. So I agree with him.
Oh God,
there he is. Dave's
doing it, man. Dave's doing it.
Yeah, so he's right.
I'm gonna say bang. I like it. I'm gonna say bang. I'm gonna say bang. I'm gonna say bang because I like.
You're banging, yo.
I like banging, dude. I got to bang, bro. I got to bang. But I like this. I think the missile launchers.
It's cool.
Danny's killing it. I like it because I think it's a really great addition to any of the Joe vehicles. It also reminds me of those little Joe vehicles that you could buy. Now, mind you, they were super cheap. The little automatic missile launcher. I don't know if you guys remember that one. It was super. I think it was this. I think it was the MMS. It was an automatic missile launcher. In the show, it was actually controlled by robotics. And back in the day, it was like what, $10? Not even. So it was one of those affordable vehicles, right? Now it's not so much. Now it's $75 with a figure. But what really gets me here is definitely Colonel Hawk. Colonel Hawk is one of the original. I think what was it? The original 7? I can't remember how many Joes there were in the original Wave 1.
So for the OG factor,
the OG Joes. So just by respecting that aspect of it, I think you really got. I think any Joe collector would definitely want that. As a figure. Just for the history of GI Joe. Again, that's just me. So for me, it's a bang and 2 busts. All right, I'll take that L. I'll take that L anytime, any day. So we will see it. The next figure is actually one I've been waiting for quite some time. I've been saying this for a long time, guys. The GI Joes. One thing that's been really lacking has been a dedicated army builder, because Cobra has their Cobra infantry, they have their Cobra officers, they have freaking Vipers to kill. How many freaking more Vipers do we need? And GI Joe always ends up having not as many infantry. So finally, we got an infantry trooper, guys. This is crazy on the retro card. As well, I'm really excited for this guy because, as I said, I've been saying for a long time that these guys are 100% needed. Who was it? Super 7 did these in reaction, and I thought that was great. I thought that as army builders for Super 7, that was freaking awesome. They have these guys, they have sailors, they have so many different type of army builders, and it's finally time that we actually get army builders in this way. At one point, I was like, all right, I'm just going to buy 600 grunts. You know what I mean? But now we finally have a dedicated infantry trooper on the retro card, and he comes with a great pack out, man. He's got straight up green taupe fatigues. He's got that great harness that comes with a multitude of other figures. The belts, the thigh pouches, one for a sidearm, the other one for a knife, possibly, and those standard military boots. He also comes with that standard GI Joe rifle. Very much the same pack out as Colonel Hawk. I think this is actually the entire pack out with Hawk for the most part. I think the helmet might be slightly different, but he does come with that other sidearm and that knife. But the one thing that really makes this guy stand out is definitely the 2 shades, the 2 different skin tones of the character. So basically, you can buy 6, 7, 8 of these, and you can literally build this army up from scratch.
How come you don't have a Latino?
Good question, Danny. Good question.
Or Filipino?
Probably when they start releasing the sailors, you're going to start seeing some, Latinos, maybe some Filipinos. Where are the Filipinos, man? Okay.
Oh man, yeah.
There's no Filipino representation, man. No Asians.
No Asians. Yeah, that's Anyways, what are you gonna do?
Come on, Hasbro. More inclusivity, man. More. I'm just kidding.
The head pack.
What are your thoughts, guys, on this particular figure?
No, it's good, man. I think definitely we were all waiting for some troops, right, for the Joes. So finally got those, it looks like, and I'm down to grab a couple of these guys.
Absolutely.
Right?
Brian, what are your thoughts on this particular figure?
This is a pickup. And
Yeah.
I think you can
Okay.
make I think you can make a hawk out of these if you've got the old
Actually,
hawk.
Oh, true story for sure.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I'm just saying that might be the direction I go. So
All right. So
Smart man.
Brian's saying this is a bang. Danny, is it a bang or a bust for you?
Bang, bang
This is
all
a
the
bang
way.
for you. So yeah, we got a consensus here. This is going to be a bang for me too. But I think Danny wants more Latino representation. So yes, it's a bang. Sorry, Brian, were you going to say something?
oh no, I was just
What about you, Danny?
No,
Go ahead.
I'm looking at the comments. So,
Oh, you're looking at the comments. All right, we're
sorry.
going to get to those in a second. I just want to get through the last. I just want to get through the last digital reveal, which is in fact the Cobra Bat on retro card. Honestly, I'm going to say this is one of my favorites. It has the cartoon colors, man. This thing's hitting me this thing's hitting me on all the nostalgia strings. This thing's got all the right things going for it. It's got the colors of the TV show. It's got the two different arms. It's got the blast effects this time because that's something that didn't come with the original bat, which was surprising. It's got a freeze ray. It's got a blowtorch. It's got the backpack, of course, standard as the originals. The original shield and the broken shield, and this time they're translucent, which I love.
Nice.
I love the fact that they're transparent. That is freaking amazing. And he's got the one side arm. This one is a complete bang for me. I really need this one in my life because this one is so reminiscent of the bat, and they were my favorite action figures growing up as a kid. Brian, bang or bust for you?
I'm picking this one up for sure.
All right, so it's a bang.
I love the bats. So
Sweet. Danny, bang or bust for you?
A bang as well, for sure.
You're gonna bang on this one.
Yeah, this is nostalgia right here. It's hitting me right in nostalgia-ness.
Absolutely. I'm totally on board with Danny. This is definitely a banger. I'm definitely on this one 100%. Crazy, guys, crazy.
How many bats?
How many bags? How many bets?
How many bats are you buying each?
You know what? I always buy at least two because you never know, right? Something might happen. And I usually, you know me, Danny, I usually buy three. One to open, one to keep in package, or one for later on. It's the collector's motto. Furious Figures, the snake armor looks awesome. It does, but is it the right price? Danny, it was enough for Danny to pick it up.
I didn't even look at that price. Like, screw it.
Bad Wolf Customs, Bad Wolf CA. So no shipping that week. I don't know. Is that no shipping that week?
Well, maybe he's talking because we're away or something.
Oh, for Titan Toys.
I don't even know, man.
That's no. We're gonna be here. We're gonna be here at least until Thursday. At least until Wednesday. So we're gonna
we just won't ship your things.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, bro. No. You get extra care.
Michael's in the house. Red Scorpion 757. Danny's killing it. Red Scorpion 757. Hey, Jay in the chat. The divers are a target. Yes, guys, hit the target. Run.
What's so? Why is everyone crazy? Sorry.
What was it? Say that again, Dan?
Why is everyone crazy over the divers?
Dude, the divers sold out first.
Really?
Divers sold out first.
I feel like you gotta throw them in like a fish tank or something. How else you thirsty? Something needing water.
they come with the story piece. Forget the story.
Like
what is it called?
Like a dial thing.
Mass device.
The mass device, yeah. They come with the mass device.
Oh, the
piece, the part.
Yeah.
It looks like a pill or something.
Yeah. So basically, well, it's not really a pill, but
no, I know it's the jar thing, right?
Yeah.
But from afar, it looks like a pill. It just
yeah. So basically, it what's it called? It's part of the Sunbow cartoon. Yeah. So that's why a lot of people are really excited about the divers. That whole scene.
So that whole thing. Okay, got it.
With the Sunbow cartoon.
Makes
so
sense.
a lot of people are really hyped about that. Let's see here. John Brooks, Danny, I messaged you on Titan Toys message board. Jay, if you want to exchange Serpentor for Once a Man, let me know, brother. I can't do one Serpentor for Once a Man. I can't do that 1-to-1, but we can definitely talk about it, John. 100%. I do
Some
appreciate it,
nuts
brother.
in there.
I do appreciate it. But you know what, Danny definitely has a whole bunch, and we can work it out. Not
Oh yeah, man, we can do some trades, no problem. For sure.
Andrew Davis, I accidentally cleared out everything on my phone. Still, I can't get through. I'm not happy at all. Oh my gosh, Andrew, that's crazy. That is nuts. You know what? Maybe Danny can help you out. I mean, like honestly, we're getting it through. So there must be a way to do it. Mother Slug, kind of late, not late at all, brother. Joe's are dead in my city. All Target and Walmart stores are packed full of figures that nothing's selling as of late here in Pennsylvania. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. That's freaking crazy. Grizzlehorn, I love this version. Yes. Days Dimension, he looks like Snake Eyes undercover for Cobra. I can see that, guys. Yeah, I can definitely see something like that. He looks kind of evil, but then again, so does Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes kind of looks evil all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, what's the truth? What is it?
He's part of the Arashikage. The ninjas are never truthful. Never.
Oh, full of shit.
Rudvig John, this is my favorite version of Snake Eyes, Jay. He does look cool, though. He's definitely like one of those newer style Snake Eyes for sure. Mother Slug, honestly, looking at him now, he looks like a Mortal Kombat cyborg ninja. He's ahead of his time.
I can see that for sure.
He's ahead of his time, 100%. Justin Huber, the movie guy. Good to see you, Justin. Is it Huber or Huber? My apologies, Justin. Either way, I apologize for screwing your name up. Good to see you, bro. Barrington. Is the same color as the hook, so maybe it's related. Maybe. You never know. I guess we'll find out. Days Dimension. I'm not overly thrilled with him. Well, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. What's going on, Shao Kahn? Good to see you, brother.
Shao Kahn, what up?
Marnaeus 28. It's Snake Eyes. It's always a yay. There you go. It's always going to be a
Fair
bang.
enough, man.
It's going to be a bang. Angel Quest 01. For completeness, Snake, he's a yay for me. That's right. There you go. It's a bang. Bang, bang, bang. Pink Panthers in the house. What's going on? Jim Gillespie. I'm not a fan of the paintball Snake Eyes.
Yeah, he does look like a paintball guy, 100%.
The mouth guard is really what kills it, man. But it was pretty cool. Oh, Jordan. Snake Eyes is so overrated. Ooh, dude, you're going to start a war, man. You're going to start a war with that. That is some. Oh, you're going to start a war. Thank you, Marnes, for reminding us that it is the MMS. Angel's Quest. Yay, Colonel Hawk. I'm getting at least two of them. Wow. Big spender. Big spender, Angel Quest. Wow. That's cool. Congratulations. Holy crap. That's a lot of money. Mother Slug. At most, the red section of the MP5K SMG would be a laser attachment, not a fold-out stock. That's what I was thinking. So it's a laser attachment. But does it move? Or is it just a piece of paint? Anyway, interesting. M4 Cabaret, not M16. Okay, there you go. I thought it was an M16, but okay, no problem. You guys know your guns. We're in Canada. I'm surprised Danny knows what he's talking. I have no idea. Dave Sinelli, a gun might be a bar. Huh? Okay. I don't know what a bar is, Dave, but
it's a type of gun.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that is.
A bar.
Danny apparently knows what it is. I don't know.
The bar, the one you go and drink at.
Yeah, apparently. Marnaeus 28. Bought 2 of the Cobra ones, and I will be getting 2 of this one as well. Nice. Mother Slug. M16 barrel housing is more of a cone shape. Okay. All right. Days Dimension. Price is too much. Long game for deals. Yep, that's you mentioned that earlier. Thank you for that. Mother Slug. M16A4 would have a shorter barrel. Man, you gun experts, man. I better be your superior advanced knowledge. Yo, Joe C, yo, broke. No chewing is in the house. Chewy, if you want to jump on, I'll send you the link. Just join us if you want. Always great to see Chewy. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to No Chewing on Instagram. No.chewing. He's done amazing photographer, just like Ryan, and he does amazing work. And of course, he's part of the Toy Daddies.
Yeah,
those guys are killing it, man.
Yeah,
they are an amazing group. Now if I can find his, he's in the primary. Chewy, if you want, join us, man. We'd love to have you. I'm just trying to find out where the heck. Oh no. Oh gosh, I just read something from Jeffrey. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeffrey. If you're watching, so rest up, brother. That's too bad. Wow, that must hurt. All right, Jay. If you want to see it, if you want to jump in, please do. We'd love to have you. Mother Slug, 3-pack robots minis. Yo Joe C. Pass for me. OG Hawk had blonde hair. Ah, that's true. Actually, that is true. But you know what? Things change. Things change. Dave Sinelli. My bad. Brownie usually has a scissors pod. What? Dave, I don't know. Everything you're saying there right now, Dave, is going right over my head. Does anybody know what Dave's talking about?
Oh, it's a gun. He's talking.
Oh, is that what? Yes, the brownie. Okay. I get it now. I get it. You gun enthusiast.
Browning automatic rifle.
Yeah, you
It's in the chat.
You gun dude.
Pretend I know what I'm saying.
I am totally out of here. I just don't know what you guys are talking about. Angel's Quest. I'm so in for the infantry trooper. I'm in for at least 6 of these. Nice.
Yeah.
Yojo C is a pass on the trooper. That's a bust. Yojo C is not in for it. Marneas, getting a couple for the novelty, but wasn't something I was really desperate to have. Right? I got you. Grand 460 got 3 snake armors. Nice, dude. That's the mad spending right there, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah,
cool display for that.
I know, right? Where do you put those things? Dave
I think the picture sold them.
Pretty much, right? Dave Sinelli, GI Joe Filipino Soldier comes with several pineapples.
Oh, nice.
Do we even grow pineapples in the Philippines? Our main export is bananas. I'm not even sure where that comment comes from. I think we do have pineapples, but it's not one of our main exports. I'm pretty sure. The Bad Wolf CA, $75 American to my province is just shy of $132.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Grand 460. I didn't realize they sold out on Hasbro for the Diver 2-pack, but I snagged them on Target. Nice. Unfortunately, they're sold out on Target too. So it's crazy. Angel's Quest 01. Am I the only one getting 2 of these for the shelf? I'm probably accumulating over 50 bats. No, dude. It's a lot of people love to army build bats. A lot of people. Dave's mentions, if I see in person, I will pick it up. Absolutely. How many bats? Says Saber Strike 82.
You think they're gonna do a crimson variant of this?
For sure. I'm sorry, but there's going to be every single
every color,
every single bat, the Arctic bat, the crimson bat,
They
already did a crimson bat.
I know, but for retro cards, Brian.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
These are the retro cards, right?
Yo
Josie, passing the bat. OG had a silver face. Doesn't it have a silver face? No, I guess not. Well, there you go. It's Tasty Cake. What's going on, Tom? Good to see you, brother. Jeffrey, Stalemate Ball. Just 2 for me. I already have the Super 7 version. Nice. Well, let's log. What would be a great figure in 1987? G.I. Joe Death of Duke movie. Oh, wow. Traumatized us all again. With King Cobra that has small magnet and a magnet in his chest of Duke getting that great look in scene pose. You know what? They're doing dead Transformers so often now. You might as well do dead Dukes, right? Like, seriously. He was supposed to die, by the way, guys. He was actually supposed to be dead in the movie. It's crazy. Yo, Joel C. The Snake Eyes looks nice. We'll get it. Nice. Divers sold out. Furious figures. Yes, they are completely sold out. Mawakam. I got my divers from Target Z. Nice. I'm glad you got them because they're sold out right now. Grant G. I think the new Motu looks rubbish. Again, they're army builders and they're brand new lore. So I don't know. It's not for everybody. Like, seriously, a lot of people are into it. A lot of people are not. But I don't disagree with them. They do look unusual. They look very, very new. I don't know if they look rubbish, but they do look unusual. JB, do you guys know if if any of them are at Target? They've just sold out. But I think that they'll be showing up in store. So that's your chance to get them for sure. Furious figures. What part of Pennsylvania? I need to take a trip. You guys are gonna have to talk about yourselves, guys. Grand 460. No offense, but the gentleman on the left looks like a wrestler with his forehead. You know what? You don't want to mess with Brian. He'll take you out. Brian will take you out.
He'll just like headbutt you. That's it.
Brian will take you the F out. Do not mess with Brian. Yojo C. Never trust a ninja. That's right. Never trust. Alejandro Valdez, what's going on, brother? My buddy ordered me a snake armor, dude. Congratulations, bro. That's awesome. JB, do you guys know if any of the Target exclusives will physically be in stores, or are they exclusive on? They're usually in stores. 9 times out of 10, they're usually in stores, and sometimes they're in stores before the pre-orders come out, which is just stupid. Jason Elliott, bar equals Browning automatic rifle. Thank you, Dave. You got to remember, not all of us are. Bingo, Danny. Ding, 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 ding. Danny won. What does Danny get today? Road Big John. I pre-ordered 2 snakes, Jay. They look cool. That's right, bro. That's right. Spend that money. JB, just asking because I plucked one of each. Dude, that's crazy. That's nice. Liquid Cool. The snake armor looks adorable. I don't know if it looks adorable. It's about the size of a teddy bear, but oh my god. Just like Jay. What? Yeah, now I understand what you're saying. Good to see you. Good to see you, Liquid Cool. Jason Ellie, pineapple is a military slang for grenade. Oh, yes, we had many of those in the Philippines. Trust me. Unfortunately. Battle Customs. Drivers sold out at GameStop as well. They had them at GameStop? All right.
Yeah, the divers, they had them there.
Up here in Canada, you mean? Yes, that's true. That's true. Grand 460. Meant to say on the right. Still not to be our offensive. Still not to be offensive. I had friends that did amateur wrestling. Got you. We're not taking any offense. Brian, are you offended? I don't think so.
No, I like wrestling.
The Collector. I was only going to order the one snake armor, but then I remembered the Cobra Porta Potties. The Cobra Porta Potties. Vanish Repulse, so ordered 2 more. Can always cancel later. Correct. Bad Wolf Customs. GameStop Canada has them for 15 minutes, and then they're gone. Crazy. Which means they'll come back. Mother Slug. Lehigh Valley area, Pennsylvania. Whoever was asking. There you go. Furious Figures. I thought the snake armor was a little overpriced, and then I saw the size. Worth the price to me. Yeah, it's massive. It is absolutely massive. And Liquid Cooled. What trooper would you put inside the snake? Dude, it's going to be a Viper. You know it. Freaking Vipers. God damn it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a trooper. I don't know. You put anybody in there. You can put anybody. Anybody. All right, guys. Let's continue with the coverage. Once again, huge shout out to our good. Where'd it go? Hey, stop it. A huge shout out once again to Stateoverse for taking all these photos. Really good coverage of this. So yeah, let's talk about the snake, man. This thing. Look at the size of these things, Danny. Brian, look at the size of these mofos. Holy crap! This is like that. Like Lenny is not a small guy. I've met Lenny in person. Danny, we met Lenny in person. Remember how big he was?
Yeah, Lenny, he's a big dude.
He's a freaking giant.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Look at the size of these things. It's as big as Lenny's chest. These are some beefy boys, man. And they fit.
I guess for the price, it makes sense.
Yeah, dude. And think about it. Like, look at that. Look at the size of these things. These things are a figure fits inside of each of these snake armors. This is just bonkers. Brian, I forgot. I guess I forgot to ask. Is this a bang or a bust for you? Like, are you in on these?
I want them, so I will say bang, but I haven't purchased yet. So
got you. I mean, it seems like they have the price is definitely something. But look at that. It for me, it's a bang too, 100%. And Danny's already bought it. So, but look at the size of this thing. I mean, this is way bigger than a Hulkbuster. You know what I mean? This is way bigger.
For stuff like this, I'm looking for my pictures, and it's one of those things that is larger than a GI Joe that I'm going to be fighting with it or something like that. So I like to get different angles with bigger figures and that kind of thing. So.
You put Kung Lee in there or something.
Maybe
you could put customize it for like AWAT.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah,
for sure.
Tribal.
He looks, but I mean, look at the size of these things. They're just absolutely ginormous. They come with blast effects, different hand attachments. They just look so like chunky. They're like chunky mechs, and I love that. I love the old school mechanical feeling armor. I love.
Do Joes get a version of this thing?
Unfortunately, not. I don't think the Joe's ever had a.
What was there?
Somebody can correct me in the comments, but I don't think that Joe's ever had.
Did they have
No,
anything-
Joe's didn't. There was 2 different versions of this. I think there was a
Yeah.
blue one and
A blue
You know
one.
how they always have
the
something
gray one.
that's equivalent.
I had this one when I was
Oh,
a
you
kid.
had this. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not like this. This is 10 times better than what it was.
No, but you had the original. one.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
This is nuts. Like this thing, this thing is gigantic. Like if you think about like a Hulkbuster, this thing dwarfs the Hulkbuster. Like absolutely dwarfs it. This thing is freaking huge.
Cool brain plane.
You want to pick one of these up just because this thing is like a small little teddy bear. I'm telling you, it's freaking gigantic. It's freaking massive. Yojo C, glad I got the divers so I can play with them while I take a bath. Grand 460, hoping Target doesn't cancel my order for the divers. Yep, there's a lot of that going around right now. Mother Slug, I'm not a fan of the massive Cobra Armor Trooper. Changed too much, and I honestly don't consider it real Cobra. You know what though? I think it would have been cheesy if it was just one of those, shells like the original one was. I mean, it didn't even move. You couldn't move the legs. You couldn't move the arms. So I sort of like where they're going with this direction. It's chunky, man. It's huge, and it's $75. So you can. It's not going to be for everybody.
I'm gonna paint mine green.
Of course he is. The collector, interested in how the snake armor is just numbered release and it doesn't have a figure. Yeah, you know what? Not that I'm paying attention to that kind of stuff, but yeah, that is a consideration for sure. But I think they've been numbering all the vehicles too, right? The vehicles all have numbers on them as well. But I see what you're saying because like Clutch comes with the vamp, right? I see what you're saying. Christopher Negri, sorry. Yeah, I'm buying at least one of these beasts, $75. It's so cool. I gotta get at least one. That's right. Yojo C, snake bang. He's got a bang in for one at least. Alejandro, it's technically a mech. Looks amazing. Yes, it does.
It does.
Christopher, I want to get a Dark Lawn and give him snake armor to ride around in. It's not every day we get mech suits in any scale that I can fit a full action figure. This is true.
True story. Yep.
This is absolutely true. Not in the original line. Nope. Mother Slug, Hasbro could have made smaller scale armor than are you telling me older technology is better than today's as it was done back then and not today? Really? I call it lazy, not figuring out. I'm not saying anything about that. I haven't said anything about that of the sort. What I am saying is that I think this is a great upgrade, from the original, right? If you're looking for just a regular suit where, I don't know if I really have a hard time seeing them make a figure where you can move the legs properly, with just a shell, right? So it will be a great piece of engineering, but I think that this was actually a really good option. But again, it's not for everybody, Mother Slug. Christopher Negri, but they could have just had the Joes capture one, reverse engineer it, and make their own version like they did with some of the tech. But you never know. This is 2025. It could be that they're going to do that anyway, right? They might actually make a Joe version of this. But I would really be disappointed if I saw an exact one-to-one replica of the snake as a Joe vehicle. I think they need to at least maybe fix the head. You know what I mean? At least give the head something different so it looks much more different than this. And the hand attachments definitely have to be different. But that's just my opinion. What do you think, guys? Do you think that the Joes should have their own snake type armor? Brian.
I'm going to say no, but I think the Joes have been outnumbered so far with vehicles. So
yeah, you're right. That's actually true. Danny, do you think we should get a Joe version of this?
Why not? And they'll probably do it, right?
I hope so. I do hope so. I think it would be neat, but I think it needs to at least look a little bit different. That's just me.
Yeah, 100% for sure.
Daisy mentioned Cobra competing with the Stark Technology Hammer Tech. This is true. Bad Wolf. Well, now Snake will make my classified snake. I think 3D printed looks really seriously outdated. Classified snake. Okay, good. Well, yeah. I mean, if anything you make by yourself is not something to be cherished. I think that's very, very true, though. Jeffrey, Stalemate Ball. The vintage snake armor is cute, though. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. Everybody thinks I'm hating on the snake armor. I'm not hating on it. My gosh. Mother Slug, older version, aka original, won't be sitting with it, so leg movement is not a thing. That's exactly my point, right? I think a lot of people want articulation in their newer figures. Anyway, again, I'm not trying to hate on the figure. I'm just saying. Yo Josie, I could see them making a Python Patrol snake or something, or more different version. 100%. They're gonna bathe this thing in black. They're gonna put it in crimson with diamond patterns. They're gonna do everything with this stupid thing.
I could see like a yellow one, maybe.
Absolutely, Danny. Danny, how many more versions can we have of this? Come on.
Like 50.
They're gonna make it yellow. They're gonna make it red. They're gonna make it green, blue, orange, pink, purple.
They're not gonna just make a mold like this for just one version, right?
They're not. Yeah, no. Knowing Hasbro and the MO that they always have, they're gonna reuse this mold until it dies. Bad Wolf. Next release will be Blue Snake female pilot named Ripley. You're right, but that would mean it would have to be yellow. It would have to be yellow because
I bet you they'll do like a yellow or some variant like that.
It's gotta have 2 forks. It's gotta have 2 forks.
Yeah. Great.
Mother Slug. When you say I don't, when I say you, I don't mean you. I'm saying the devs of Hasbro don't. I'm not saying it's a personal attack. That's not. Jeez Louise. This guy's like all over the place. Mother Slug. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, you know what? There's room for everything, and it's all good. It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Yo, Joe.
The secret of the snake looks very impressive. I think so. Thank you, Rupert John. Bad Wolf. My theory was always that Mars tech to use on both sides, like successful weapons and dealers. Well, I mean, you know, the twins know what they're doing, man. they know what they're doing. They'll make it happen. It's all good. Dave Sinelli. Jill should support mongoose fur. Well, you know what? That would be neat. That's cruel as hell, but that would definitely be neat. Christopher Negri. If the Joes made snake armor of their own, then what would they call it? Maybe Eagle or something. Then we'll have Robo Jocks. Oh, Robo Jocks. That was a good movie. Do you guys remember Robo Jocks? Brian, do you remember Robo Jocks?
I don't.
It was like this big, huge mecha movie. It was a B film. It was a B film, but it was really cool. Danny, do you
I'll have to look it up.
This one I don't, unfortunately. It sounds interesting.
I'm gonna bring it up really quick. Robo Jocks was an amazing film. Well, I guess amazing is giving it too much leeway, but it was great.
You loved it.
I loved it. I thought it was freaking great. Again, but I'm into mecha, right? I'm into a lot of that stuff from way back when.
Yeah, but
it was basically just like it was like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but with gigantic mecha. It was a pretty good film. It wasn't CG. It was actually, I believe it was just stop motion animation or something like that, or something. But it was really well done. Like you could feel the weight of the robots was really, really cool, man. And when you felt them fall over, they really felt like they fell over. It was, and it wasn't Japanese, which really surprised me. It was actually an American film, which was really cool. And the mechas were really neat.
I'm gonna look it up now.
It's a really cool film. Yeah, that really just brought me back, man. Holy crap, that's a really great explanation. I mean, look, this looks like the new snake armor. You know what I mean? Like this.
Yeah, it does.
It sort of looks like the new snake armor.
I actually thought it was. I was like, what is this?
Yeah. Really cool. I hope somebody does Exo Squad figures and meched nice. I did like Exo Squad. The video games suck though. Mother Slug. The Joes get the best of the best, for crying out loud. They got flag and a moving city Cobra has a stationary base. You know what though? The Terror drone, it was badass in of itself, brother. You gotta admit, like that thing was pure badassery. I think so. Anyway, what's it called? Let me just send this out really quick. Let's see here. Dave's Dimension. Pimped out cold Destroy. I'm thinking you're gonna say pimped out cold Destro. Needs a crimson or gold version of the snake armor. You know what? I agree that Pimp Destro 100% needs a gold version of the snake armor. What do you think, Danny? I think that's you.
No, I'd be down for that for sure.
What about you, Brian? Do you think Pimp Destro needs a gold mech?
Yeah, I think he needs a golden red one. So.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
You could use it for Hulkbuster too.
Absolutely. Jason mentioned #gold. I love gold. The collector. Joe's didn't have more traditional military vehicles. Cobra has the crazy dangerous mech stuff. Yep, I agree. All that dangerous tech. The mass device is ready. These mentioned Tiger Force armor suit. Hasbro loves to repaint. Yep, 100%. We said that earlier. Absolutely. Mother Slug. Knowing is half the battle. GI Joe. Justin, incredible. What's going on, Justin? I sent you a link if you want to join us, Justin. By the way, Justin, if you're still watching, I think I got an email from you on for Flipboard. Can you please confirm if that's you? Because somebody asked to change your address. So send me a PM on IG because I wanted to make sure it was you before actually doing anything. But let me know because that was just a weird email that I got. I was not sure if that was you, Justin. Anyway, check your PM on IG right now. I sent you the StreamYard link if you want to join us. Michael Sean Palmore Sierra. Michael Sean Palmore Sierra. I have an idea. Since they're integrating GI Joe with Transformers, why don't they start making Transformers so they have GI Joes to be able to occupy both vehicle and robot modes? So here's the problem. The GI Joe movie is scrapped, at least for the time being. So nothing's happening right now with GI Joe Transformers. So don't know if that's still a thing, Michael. What do you guys think? Danny, is that a good idea? Should they actually have I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the crossovers like Megatron and like I got you now. I'm an idiot. So Danny, what are your thoughts on that one? Since
well, that'd be interesting for sure. It'd be cool to see like a Transformer scale with a classified, right? Will we ever see that? Probably not.
In 6-inch? Wow.
Yeah.
That would be,
but that would be cool to say. Anyways,
they're all gonna be Titans.
Yeah, right.
They're all gonna be freaking.
But I bet you any money people would buy that. I bet you any money people.
Dude, I would buy that just for the hell of it because again, they'd all be Titans. They'd all be freaking Titans.
Same with Mask. Mask.
Yeah. They would have to be all. They would all have to be Commander class or Titans. Like they would be massive. They would be huge. Brian, are you into Transformers? Do you think that's a good idea?
I would love it to happen. I just don't foresee it happening because I'm looking at my Vamp over here, and I'm thinking it's just a little bit shorter than my Giant Man over there on the shelf. So, if it was transformed, it would be probably shoulder side to a Giant Man, I would guess.
I'm on board with you right there. Like it would.
I'd buy it.
You'd fill up the shelf really quickly with them.
Yes, I would buy it. I would totally buy it. But it's like great movie, RoboJocks. The end of the robot with 6 legs. It was crazy. It was a really good film. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Dave's mentioned RoboJocks was awesome for its time. 1,000%. Yeah, you guys got to watch it. It's very old school though. It's very old school film.
RoboJocks is on Prime, so I'll probably watch it sometime this week.
Check that out tonight. I haven't seen that in years. Definitely gonna watch it.
Okay, we gotta go by.
James Howlett, what's going on, brother? I saw all your photos for the stop motion stuff. I thought that was really cool. That's Clash of the Titans. Do you think they can retool the Snake armor into the Star Brigade armor bot? Wow, Star Brigade. Wait, actually, you know what? Did Star Brigade have an armor bot? I didn't even know that. Star Brigade armor bot. I'm trying to remember now. Holy crap, it did. Oh, wow. That is a repressed memory and a half. Holy crap. That is crazy. All right, guys. Here's a new one. Does anybody even remember this? I don't know how James remembered this one. This one's kind of crazy. Where'd it go? Here, check this out. Does anybody remember this? Because I sure as hell don't. So I'm curious if anybody else remembers this. Do you guys remember the Star Brigade armor bot? Like, wow.
I remember picking that up for $25 for a friend of mine at a flea market. So, yeah. It was about 10 years ago, but I do remember picking that up for somebody. So yeah, I remember it.
This thing's gigantic. It's about this, it would be
It's yeah, it was 13, 14 inches tall, if I remember correct.
That's crazy. That's not that much smaller than what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty good size.
Yeah, and it has realistic voice. And wow, that's crazy. That is nuts. What do you guys think? Can this be retooled into something like this? Does it walk? That thing looks amazing.
I can see it, I guess, for sure. But would you?
That is actually a good question.
Well, I mean, all you got to do is pop the legs and arms off and add new arms and legs.
True.
You could turn the new one into something else for sure.
Wow. Look at that. That is something else. That thing's gigantic. Holy crap. Oh man, that is ridiculous.
That's retro.
Man.
Retro level 10, y'all.
That is one I don't like. I was already out of GI Joe at this point, like way out of GI Joe. Right? And there's Hawk. Man,
they would have to include a figure with that one.
Yeah,
because I don't think that the Cobra robot had a figure with it. I think it was more of an accessory, if I remember correct.
That just killed me. Thanks, James. Appreciate that, man. That one literally blew me for a loop. Miniatures it was. Yes. Oh, it was miniatures. Okay, good. Yeah. So I think it was they were either actually remote controlled or because they looked like they were actually moving. It did not look like stop motion animation. Days Dimension. It was like Mecha meets WWE. Yes, it was. It was a really great show. Roughshod Stocks is in the house. What's going on, guys? Good to see you, guys. If you haven't already, please check out Roughshod Stocks on YouTube. They're wonderful. They're a team of wonderful creators, and I met them at I met them at Joe Fest last year. Great guys. Definitely check them out. And check out all their toy hunts. They posted a toy hunt today. Actually, it's right now. They're doing a live premiere of their toy hunt right now. So it's awesome stuff. Yo Joe C. Coast Slyther snake guitar, mohawk, and graffiti all over it. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Oh no, the snake armor just sold out. Are you serious?
Yeah, really? No way.
Wait a second. Hold on. Are you serious? Hold on. Wait a second. I was worried about that. So as you can see, guys, the GI Joe
it did.
It sold out, and
I got the last one. Sorry, guys.
And oh my gosh, yes, it's true. It's gone. Yeah, it's sold out.
It just went up in value.
Hold on. It's refreshing. Okay, it's still green on this side, but opening it up.
Scalpers ready, set, go.
It is sold out. Wow. The snake armor. we just seen it right here live. Man. No, the snake armor sold out. Holy crap. That is crazy.
Should have got two.
You should have got two. Brian's kicking himself right now.
I'll be okay.
Brian will be okay. Thanks, TF.
Play with mine.
The Joe Collective.
I like
mine right now.
I'll let you borrow it.
Oh my gosh, sold out. My God, that's freaking crazy. I'm just gonna do something really sneaky here, just so because you can barely see it. Wow, damn. Sold out. Danny, you got a list on an eBay now.
No, that's what I was saying. No.
You got to do a scalper.
I got to review it, and then I'll sell it for scalper price.
Oh my God, Danny,
I'm just joking, guys. I'm not gonna do that.
Danny's gonna kill it now. Danny's like,
I'm a collector, man. I wouldn't do that to you guys. No way. Or would I?
Danny's doing it, man. Danny's doing it.
We do need a few bucks for our project, but outside of that, you know. Anyways. But anyways, we got one, so that's good.
Crazy, 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 crazy. I am absolutely just wow. That is absolutely crazy.
You know, it's funny. Remember we were on live at Titans and the other figures sold out while we were on live.
Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that.
And now again.
Crazy.
This would be a trend.
Christopher Negri. Black and gold, Iron Grenadier snake armor with clear red tinted windows would be sick. Yes, it would be. It would be absolutely crazy. And again, the Pimp Destro. Pimp Destro needs his custom armor. Roughshot Stocks. End of day snake. Badass. Price. How bad do you want it? Yes, how bad do you want it? Because it is over. It is over. Battle Customs. Gonna have at least 3 repurposed Marvel Legends Hydra Stompers on that snake. I know, right? Just crazy. CF Thruster 2021 snake armor just sold out. Insane. The price literally just jumped. It's on eBay right now.
Is it already on there?
It's got to be. Go check it out, Danny. Tell us how much it is.
If it's not, I'm gonna put it.
Mother Slug. I really, really want to reboot of Captain Planet. Who's with me on that? I don't know if I want to reboot. It'd be interesting to see. I know they have a comic book now. I know that there's a new comic of Captain Planet. Hal Jordan. It's sad that I've watched the 3rd tier of Hasbro Fun today. Stupid Hasbro Pulse. No, bro, that's what it is. Yo, Joe C. Wow, the classified snake, the classified scale HasLab Optimus with Duke. What? Really? Is that a thing? I didn't even know that. Interesting. That would be really cool. That's what you're talking about, Danny. That's what you're talking. That's what you're talking about.
He knows what's up.
The armor bot is a huge mecha suit. So much fun. I used to have one. It looks amazing. Yes, snake armor is sold out. It is completely gone. Bonjour, cartoons and cannabis. What's going on, my friend?
What up? What up?
Danny's favorite show.
Oh man.
Nope, not sold out. 460. No, it's sold out, dude. It is completely sold out. Grand 460. I have one of those big ass figs. Both arms are broken. Woo.
Wow.
Yep, it is sold out, dude. It is sold out. Yep, sold out. Take care, Dave. Hope you feel better, man.
We should start doing a live bidding.
I know, right? Christopher Negri. The armor bot has a spring-loaded missile launcher with 6 missiles, grabbing claw arm, seats 2 Joes in the head, and guns in head and electronic flashing lights under the chin. Wow, that's crazy. Mike is in the house. Tidera Hanger. Jay, did you figure out anything about the Castler pre-orders? Well, what do you mean? I did a whole video on the Mike. What you're gonna have to, Mike? You're gonna have to elaborate on that.
You can get them at Titan Toys, man.
You can get them at Titan Toys.
But they're very limited, so
they are. They're extremely limited. Mike, elaborate, please. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Did I find out? Did I figure anything about the Casa pre-orders? I mean, like, I did a whole video on it. Mother Slug. What I really want is to be remade is until Mask releases to see the new original prices on the old toys go for. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I think that they'll probably start to drop at first, but trust me, vintage toys always go up. That's just the way they are. Vintage toys do not go down. Eventually they start going up.
If you want chrome, you need the vintage ones.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Brian's 100% right. Hal Jordan, that's some serious BS. I'm sorry, Hal. Should have contacted Danny before you.
Sorry, y'all.
Oh boy. Grand 460. Glad I brought 3. I can still do my theoretical display with my Super 7 snake armor, my Super 7 as my commander, and the Super R close to within a half an inch. So, by the way, guys, just so you know, this will come back. The Vamp came back. Well, no, actually, the Vamp did not come. That's really strange. But you know, a lot of vehicles did come back. This one, especially with how quickly it sold out, this will come back. You don't have to worry about that. This one will definitely come back. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they will eventually have these back in stock. JB, I'm surprised they didn't sell out earlier, to be honest. No, honestly, for $75, it's still a consideration. Not everybody has $75 to throw around. James Howlett, they usually have a second pre-order batch. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. 100%. That snake armor is dope as F. That's right, JB. Badwell Customs, Danny. 132.75 sold.
It's not a scalper price.
Danny, go.
It's probably gonna be double that, but anyways.
You heard it here, guys. Flipper Danny is ready to go.
Flipper.
That's right. Flipper Danny is ready to go. Curious question: Do you three? Do you see remakes of the original toy line based on toy lines as a bad idea, as the value may drop or raise? Do you think that it's good because more can get it, or different? So I think you're talking about Mask. I'm gonna let these two go first, and then I will answer the question as well. Brian, what do you think about that question? Do you think that reissues of 1-to-1, pretty much exactly the same vehicle or toy, is good? Would bring down the price of the vintage? And is it a good thing or is it a bad thing?
If you're talking about Mask, I don't think it's going to bring the value down because they are a little bit different. I mean, it could affect some of the cheaper, easier pieces to find. But the what's the truck?
The guy looks like
the Rhino. I mean, you got the chrome, then you got the tires. You got the tires that say Goodyear on them. I don't see the value of those dropping as significantly as they could, if they direct copied like the tires and that kind of thing. So that's just my opinion on that.
They're probably super limited now, right? Like the retro Mask stuff.
Mask, especially if they are either in box or if they are in working condition, are incredibly rare.
Yeah.
So yes. But what are your thoughts, Danny? Is it a good thing that they make brand new 1-to-1, replicas of the originals, or will that increase price, or do you even care?
I don't care so much, but at the same time, I think that it'll maybe make the values go down. No, if they're making the same thing over again, right? Then you have a chance to get it again, and maybe I don't know. Maybe the retro kind of goes down. That's the way I would look at it. I don't know.
Okay.
Right.
So I think Brian's right. These do not have chrome, so that's a big consideration for a lot of people who are collecting this.
Yeah.
Because chrome is a big deal for a lot of 80s enthusiasts. Do I think it's going to bring down the price? Yes, but it'll only happen for the first year or so. After that, you're going to start steadily seeing the price come back up. It's a very common. You can put it on. You can set your watch to it. It will always go up.
Maybe because the new ones are not as cool as the old ones, so then the old ones will go up in value.
It's the same thing, right? Yeah. On the box, it says 2025. On the box of the original, it says
it's not retro. Oh, it is, but it's not.
Exactly. There is a reality to it. Playmates continues to re-release Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles every freaking 4 or 5 years, the same ones over and over again. People would rather have the originals, right? Because again, there's just a nostalgia to them. They just feel better. They just look better. It's the magic 80s plastic that will never die. You know what I mean? It's just crack. Plastic crack.
It's also the feel of those figures too, or those vehicles. I mean, I had it was a sturdy vehicle. It's still a sturdy vehicle, and I can't say that the new ones will be that sturdy. I mean, I guess we'll find out when they put them out.
100%.
But there's a tendency for them to not be as sturdy. Possibly.
Yep. No, I totally agree. Titanium hanger sold out. So I guess I just saved $75. Nice, Mike. That will come. People are 3D printing Transformers in classified scale. Yes, I have, which is crazy.
I've seen those. Those are so cool, man.
Which is nuts.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's awesome.
Al Jordan, Snake Armor is already on eBay for $300 freaking. Scalping scumbags.
Jeez. I thought we were joking already. It's there.
Nope.
Damn.
300 smackers. Dave Sanelli, good night, everybody. Good night, Dave. Take it.
Good night, Dave.
Teddy Hanger. Where the Cat's Lair ordered a year ago, or did Super 7 just come out and say, "Hey, have some extras"? So I can only talk about rumors now on that one, Mike. I've heard, and I cannot confirm or deny this, but I have heard that certain retailers were offered stock. But that's a rumor. Treat it like a rumor. I cannot tell you yay or nay. As a matter of fact, I don't think I can even tell you where Titan Toys got them. I can't. I don't, like Danny. I don't think we know. Right? We have no idea. Right?
Yeah.
But I will say this though. Sorry. Go ahead, Danny. You.
No. I agree with you. Well, I believe they came right from the source. Put it that way.
Okay. I will say this though. And this is what I can confirm this. Titan Toys did not pre-order these on the Titan Toys did not back these. That's the one thing I can tell you 100%. All right? They did not back the original crowdfund. Take that as you will. I don't know. Outside of that, I don't know. And Danny's not really sure.
I think they were it's a reissue, right? Or something.
Well, there you go. So again, not really sure. If we'll talk
because they're on BBTS as well, right?
But BBTS did pre-order those. You can tell because they have the key. The key comes with the BBTS one, right? The ones that were ordered outside of the window do not have keys, right? So that's the only differentiator with BBTS, right? However, and this is all I can say about Titan Toys, that I'm pretty sure they did not crowdfund those units. So right now the ones we have, the ones that are in stock are pre-order only, right? So that is what I can 100% say. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not privy to that actual information. I'm gonna keep asking around though, Mike. I will keep asking. So we'll see what happens. Bad Wolf Customs, but they are expensive. Not specific GI Joe, just resized Transformers. Yes, they're gigantic. They're absolutely massive.
I love them. Need that.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to start skipping because there's. Thank you guys for being here tonight. It's awesome to see all of you. Billy Butch, they might come back in blue and then red. Yes, it's 100%. I am 100% on that. Tiberian Mask reissues will Tiberian Hanger. Mask reissues will generate excitement for vintage, and then vintage will become more desirable. Correct. Absolutely 100% correct. Andrew Davis. What's the point of it going back in stock if you can get it through? If you can't get through to purchase it? Unfortunately, I don't know, brother. That is an unfortunate situation that you're stuck in. It really sucks. I'm sorry you couldn't get it, Andrew. That really blows. Let's see here. Grand 460, Mike. I understand what you're saying, but I want the look, not necessarily the legitimate nature of them. Well, that's fine, but nobody's saying that you have to buy the vintage version. The new versions from what's it called? Loyal Subjects. They look great. They look as long as you don't care about the chrome, they look amazing. Let's see. It's nice to have both the classics and new, but if you have the cash and space, yes, Billy, 100%. That's 100% the truth. But it's all cool, guys. Thanks for answering the question. Absolutely, brother. That's what we're here for. Grand 460, 300. That's a bargain. All jokes, of course. Scalper Sam and Flipper Frank are smacking.
$4.99 for you.
That's right. The fellow attorney Oregon IRL. Peeps in the chat. What a haul. Hail to the chat. Thank you, my friend. Bedwolf Customs. Too bad Hasbro can't cancel their own orders for scalpers. Yeah, but how would you identify them? Right? That's the problem. How would you identify who is scalper and who's not? Right? It's really crazy. Fellow attorney. The fellow attorney. Hasbro has bigger problems than scalpers. Yeah, that's actually true. Chris Cox is trying to make them into a gaming company. Grand 460. BBTS has the key. They bought the early edition. Correct. 300 Canadian. It's 300 Canadian. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense.
You can have mine for 300 Canadian. No problem.
Danny's in.
I just joking. I wouldn't do that to you. I would do it to you.
Mau El Caballero. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I did not buy, even if I had the money. I really wanted it, but I hold back because I am tired of exclusives. Sad. I wanted the snake to be on Amazon. Unfortunately, my friend, well, it will come back. It will come back.
Yeah, patience.
Don't know. That's my joke. Oh, you don't know? Okay, now we're in trouble. So I guess we'll have to find out. Sci-Fi George, greetings and Toy Nations, everybody. Greetings to you too, Sci-Fi.
No.
All right. So before, damn it, that's not what I wanted. All right. So before we continue, Danny, I think we have something to share with everybody because we are going to Toylanta, as you guys know, and Danny and I are going to be bringing something very, very special to the show, and we'll be actually having some exclusives at the show to showcase at Toylanta. Guys, definitely come see myself, Danny Green, and Brian of Endless Fables at Toylanta this year, March 28th to the 30th in Duluth, Georgia. It's not Atlanta. It's Duluth, Georgia. At the convention center. You guys are not gonna regret it. It's gonna be a great time, and Danny and I are gonna be there. Let's just bring up the slide again. Where did it go? Of course I don't have it. You know what, here it is. March 28th to the 30th, the Gas South Convention Center, 6400 Sugarloaf Parkway. This is going to be an awesome time, guys. I really hope you guys will join us. We're going to be there for PowerCon, which is going to be part of the Toylanta experience. So I hope you guys do join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. And check this out, guys. Myself and Danny Green, are going to be showcasing something there, which we're very, very excited for, and we want to share it with you today. Check this out, everybody. So I'm going to share the screen. Share screen. Window. Guys, Danny and I were on a long road trip. It was a long road trip, and we had nothing better to do but to talk to each other, which is frightening. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Danny kept me awake because it was hard to do that for like 18 hours straight. So one thing we talked about a lot was his dreams of no, it's true. It's his dreams of making a story and action figures specifically of this one story, which he actually had in his head for ages. Danny shared with me his dream of creating a wrestling action figure line, and I could not be more excited. I was
Lucha
wrestling line, and I can tell you, I was absolutely over the moon with this. Like, I lost my mind when he started. Like, it started off really slow, but he started talking about how a character goes from the heights of popularity, winning the title, becoming champion for the first time, but then in an instant, losing it all, and just becoming going down to the absolute pits of despair, and becoming a drunkard, and having to crawl his way back to popularity once again. But there's also something more to this story. And Danny, give us a little taste. What can you tell us a little bit about this? First of all, what are you calling this incredible comic book, Danny? And of course, eventual action figure toy line. What are we calling it?
So, well, it's called El Dragoon, and it's based on lucha type wrestling background, right? And it's about a guy that goes from being a champion to losing it all, and having to regain it again because he experienced a really bad thing, and anyways, I can't say too much as of yet, but it's still in the works, right? But we're gonna have some of the concept designs posted up at Toylanta, and I think we're even doing we're gonna be doing a limited edition poster, right? That you'll be able to pick up at Toylanta. And the idea, we're gonna be doing a comic book, and we want to lead into action figures, right? So just stay tuned, I guess, and we'll be sharing more of it.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
The overall storyline centers around a young man who in his prime was becoming champion along with his tag team partner, but something tragic happens along the way, and in the middle of all that, he loses everything that he holds dear and to his heart, and unfortunately, he goes into a drunken stupor. Basically loses everything in his life, and a series of events happen which draw him back into the limelight. But at the same time, there's a very underlying secret, a dark, a dark part of the world that he inhabits, where the powers that be are working against him and against the rest of the world to try and take over. And it's actually up to his name is Juan. Juan to actually discover what is really behind the shadows, and through that discovers exactly what his destiny is. Because throughout the entire series, he starts realizing that there's more to his family and to his bloodline than meets the eyes. And the big baddies, the people who are trying to take over not only his town but also we found out later the rest of the world, are actively trying to destroy everything that Juan holds dear. And in the whole process, Juan finally discovers more about himself and the fact that there's actually even more secrets than could ever be told to him. He has to discover them through training and through adversity and trying to rebuild himself from where he was as a broken man into something once again great and reclaim his championship. But in doing so, he also rediscovers, the love. He rediscovers hope, and he rediscovers who he is as a person. And also in doing so, he also discovers that there's even more secrets that he was only couldn't even dream of. And in doing so, he reconnects with the people that he loves. But at the same time, that again later on could possibly be taken away from him if he doesn't do the right thing. So it's a wonderful storyline, all from the imagination of Danny Green. And Danny discovered this in a dream, believe it or not. That's what's really crazy about this whole scenario. But as you can see, we're working with some great creators. Danny Green, of course, is the original creator of the concept, the idea of what's the title? What's the title, Danny? You've never told us the title of the story.
No, I said, well, he's eating here, but it's okay.
I got caught up, Danny. My apologies. I got
no, it's okay. It's all good, man. It's called El Dragoon, right? And
That's
it's based on a Latin type wrestler, lucha wrestler that he gains some abilities over time after going through some rough times. And yeah, so just stay tuned. There's more coming. We'll be explaining more of the story and that kind of thing.
Yeah, this is going to be really exciting. And we wanted to share this with you guys today because we are actually debuting this at Toylanta. We're going to have some exclusive prints for sale. And we're going to talk more about the toy line, which we're hoping to create along the lines of this wonderful lucha-based action figure set. And we're hoping that this is really going to be something big in the future. As a matter of fact, as a special treat, well, first of all, I want to introduce. I'll tell you a little bit more about our team. Obviously, like I said, Danny Green is the original creator. He came up with the entire storyline. Everything is from the imagination of Danny Green. We also have a wonderful writer working with us. Gilly writes comics. Gilberto is incredible. We had the first draft of the script today. Danny, what are your thoughts of the first draft of the script? Were you impressed? Like, is it on the right lines? Obviously, we have a little bit more tweaking to do, but just from what you've read, does it match what you're thinking in terms of what?
100%, man. Gilly was really capturing the idea, right? And the idea is to captivate the audience and keep people engaged. And then just like the story behind it. There's gonna be a lot of mystery. We're hoping to do like a kind of a 5-part series that'll lead into the toys, the action figures, right? So, but yeah.
I'm excited too. I was able to catch a little glimpse of the narrative that Gilly's writing. The first section is going to be very, very exciting. It's going to have a lot of wrestling action right off the bat, and we're going to learn a lot more about the characters themselves. Juan, his tag team partners, the wrestling world which he inhabits, and then later on we learn more about Juan's fall from grace and what a man goes through when he loses everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have one more special treat for you guys. The other part of the team is going to be Sebastian Nevas, who is an Uruguay artist. Correct, Eddie? Is that
correct? Yeah, he's from
correct?
Uruguay. Yeah,
I just want to make sure because last time I got it right. Last time I got it wrong. So yeah, Sebastian this is all Sebastian's work that we're seeing right now. He's incredibly talented, and we're so happy to have him as part of the team. We're working on the color schemes, guys, so these are definitely going to change. But this is just a taste of what you guys could see in the future. And this is the sketch of the cover, which we're going to be having as a. This one actually is not the final cover. This is actually the prototype because the designs are going to change over time because we still have not finalized them. But this will be a Toylanta exclusive. This version of the cover, and as a special treat, we're going to show you guys some of the work of Sebastian and how he actually goes through his design process. You guys can see some of that right here. Take a look at this, guys, because this one's going to be a lot of fun. And this poster will only be available at Toylanta. This is a Toylanta exclusive, so check it out, everybody. This is really neat. I love what Sebastian is doing with this, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. Check this out. So Sebastian is working on this amazing cover, and he gave us a quick glimpse as to how he illustrates and designs for the cover art here. And you guys are seeing some of the transformation of the main character in his final form. Well, actually, it's probably not his final form. But remember, these are very early designs. The final designs later will possibly be a little bit different. But this is just a glimpse and a preview into what we're actually looking at. Right now, we're in the early stages of design, but we really wanted to have something ready for Toylanta because we think that people are really going to be excited about this line, especially considering the fact that we're definitely looking into making this into an action figure brand. Danny, what are you hoping for the action figures themselves? Like, are you looking for a lot of articulation? Are you looking for big burly action figures? What's your hope for the action figures?
So because we're playing on the wrestling and lucha type theme, right? Hoping to have figures, maybe in the 6-inch to 1/12 scale, super articulated, kind of like the the Medi Toys ogre,
the one
the orc. Sorry, so that kind of bust their body, or even like the Brutal Realm guys.
Yeah,
like that kind of size for the big bruiser type wrestlers, right? And then I would do something more like for El Dragoon or the kind of the main type character body build, more of like a 6-inch with full articulation and toe joints. So that will be important.
Danny's all about the toy joints.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in on the brutal realm style of action figures. I love all the articulation that they can do. Getting their hands above their heads. Really big sweeping motions. And of course, a lot of the guys who are going to be in the book are going to be gigantic. They're going to be massive. It's going to be like Sagat versus Ryu in a lot of ways. You know what I mean, Danny? So we really want to see that type of design come through with the characters. Brian, you got an early glimpse at this the other day. What were your initial thoughts of from the glimpses that we had at the time?
I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what your story is going to be, and I love the independent comic leading into the toy line and that stuff too. So I like a little bit of story to go along with my figures. So
yeah, exactly. That's super important.
Which Animal Wars: The Kingdom, they've got a comic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Savage Crucible, they've got a comic. So it gives you a little foundation for the characters. But I mean, lucha is so much fun. Just costume designs and different things like that. It's fun. I've got a friend that's really going to be interested in this. So.
We are so excited to be bringing this to Toylanta, and I think Danny and I have been talking about this on and off for the past like 6 months, really, ever since we started going to conventions together. It's been on our minds for the longest time. This really is one of those rags to riches story, but it's just a story of coming back from the brink, because depression is a real problem. You know what I mean? Like, people can lose themselves in depression, and it's something that's, I think, is very relatable to many people's stories, many people's situations, and I think everyone really does love the Rocky type of stories. Like when you're beaten down to the point, you have a lot of potential, but because you were never given another shot, you can easily lose everything, and that's in many ways what we're hoping to achieve, to really capture people's imagination on that. Denny, the idea of El Dragoon, why don't you at least give people the idea of where, like the background lore of this, like dragon people and things like that. Why don't you just go ahead and tell people a little bit about what?
Well, the lore is basically that Juan, which is the wrestler or luchador El Dragoon, he goes through a rough time because something happens to him tragically, right? And in that time, he learns that he's a descendant of an ancient race of dragons, I put it. And so his lucha character when he was wrestling was inspired by dragons, right? Because there was a fairy tale that was told to him as a kid, and then he discovers that actually that story was actually a real story. And so and then you find out about there's a underground entity to this thing known as the Cabal, and I won't share any more as of yet, but basically just know that it's going to be we're hoping to make a very long series, right? And because we're collectors and actually we love action figures, the idea is to make some cool lore behind these new types of wrestling action figures, right? And it's inspired by lucha type wrestling, right?
Absolutely. And later on in the story, we're going to find out more about the darker parts of the underworld that controls the world around them. And it's going to be a wonderful tale about growth, about coming back from diversity, and learning more about who you are as a person. We're very excited to be having these ideas and bringing them to life. And we hope that you guys will join us. We're definitely going to be showcasing more about this. This will be a Kickstarter. We're looking to actually have this crowdfunded. We're looking for 5 issues to actually be created from the books. As I said, we want this to be as Danny said, we want this to eventually be a long-running series, but it starts with the first 5-issue arc, and that's why we're going to be debuting this at Toylanta, one of the perfect places to actually showcase things like this. And we hope you guys will definitely enjoy the storyline and what we're having planned for this. The action figures themselves will be part of the Kickstarter, but they're more like, I guess, final stretch goals, because as many of you know, trying to crowdfund action figures is extremely expensive. So I think Brian really hit it on the head when he said that we need a basis for something like this. We need a storyline, so people can really relate to what we're actually seeing. And sometimes you just get people who are crowdfunding action figures just because they look cool. No, we want something more than that. We want a real storyline behind what we're doing here, and so that people can just invest.
The whole universe.
Exactly. Exactly. And of course, this is actually part of an extended universe that Danny has actually created for himself. And we're not going to talk too much about that, but I think we can at least tell them what the name of the universe is. Danny, what's the name of the universe?
It's Universe 55, Univ 55.
Univ 55. It's a very big, important part of the story, and more will be revealed as the story is developing. But if you wanna learn more about this, definitely come to Toylanta. Come to our booth. We will talk our ears off. We want to know more about what you guys want from the story. We want to know what you guys think of the story, and please pick up one of these cover illustration posters that we're going to have. This one specifically, as I said earlier, is specific to Toylanta. It's a Toylanta exclusive because this is the very, 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 very early versions of each of these characters. These characters will be changing their appearance because myself,
You
Danny,
get those concepts right now.
exactly,
Right?
exactly. Myself and Danny and Sebastian, along with Gilly, we're always developing the characters as they are, and these are the very earliest versions of the characters. So this will be a very exclusive version for Toylanta, as these characters will never show up ever again as they appear here. So these will be very exclusive to Toylanta, so you can only pick up this version on Toylanta and on our website during Toylanta. So guys, definitely, I hope you guys will definitely visit us at Toylanta. We're very excited about showing this to you guys. Thank you so much for sharing this. Brian, we're very excited to be with you at Toylanta. And final thoughts on our action figures. What do you think about our plans for our lofty plans for action figures, Brian?
I'm excited about it. I mean, I think about all the costume changes Rey Mysterio does. So I mean, y'all are right on right on point.
That's the idea, man.
So,
And like it's cool. You like. How much Spider-Man are we gonna see? How much Batman? It's time for some new stuff, right? Like AWOC was like a fresh breath there, right? And
it's fun.
Right?
It's funny. I quit collecting comics about 10 years ago, and because I was stale with a lot of the traditional characters, Spider-Man, Batman, that kind of thing.
You still love them, right? But
I still love them. I'm just like. It's just rehashing stories. It felt like to me, and then these toy lines introduced me to these comics, and I'm like all about them. It's fun to see a new story being told. So
absolutely,
I'm excited.
The fellow attorney IRL, your guests are funny. My guests are the best, man. Like this is Danny's show. This is Danny's show.
No, it's not my
Brian. That's right, and of course, Brian. You guys got to check out Brian Endless Fables on Instagram. Shay's in the house. What's going on, Shay? What's
hey,
up?
Shay, what's up, bro? Nice to see you, man.
in the house.
Thanks for joining us, bro.
Yeah, we definitely have to get Shay in on this project.
Like Dio King right there.
That's right. The fellow attorney. It's not fair, Jay. You come to America, but I can't come to Canada. Not fair. I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate.
Sorry,
you can come anytime. Let's see here. Come to the West Coast, yeah, brother. We'll figure it out. There are a lot of conventions to go. Danny and I are planning our convention schedule because we plan on going everywhere as much as we can. Badwell Customs, what I said. Seriously, beautiful place you live. Oregon. Let's see here. Funpix 22. I love this, guys. I can't wait to see your book and definitely the action figures. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Always
appreciate that, bro.
Funpix in the house.
Yeah.
Grand 60. Any interest on the site for the new dragon from Mythic Legion? I'm trying to be in on 2 with all goals. Wow, dude.
Damn.
That's insane.
That's some big bucks right there, buddy.
That's $2,000, man. That's freaking $2,000.
Enjoy the shipping.
Congratulations, dude. There's definitely 100% interest.
They are beautiful.
I don't know if I can do it though. I don't have the cash. There's no way. I can't do it. I already pretty much I needed help from a lot of folks here just to get the Cat's Lair. So it's a commitment. It's a commitment. But congratulations, Grant. That's awesome. You're Canadian, not California. No, that's true. That's absolutely true. Flog is in the house, all the way from Germany. Good to see you, my friend.
What's up, buddy?
Thanks for being here, brother. Let's see here. Big Fat Charlie. This artwork looks amazing. Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it. We are very excited. I mean, Sebastian is incredible, right, Danny? Like he's amazing.
Super talented guy, man.
We can't wait to see the next versions. That once we start developing it more further, you guys are going to see something really amazing. Let's see here. Grant, I'm interested in the new comic as long as it's not political. My escapism, there's no other than
There's
Other
no
than-
political, really, but
well. I think the best thing to say is that it's the world behind the world, right, Danny? It's the secret societies, right? I think that's really
yeah, you
we're
got
we're, we're going with secret societies. We're not going with like
some shadow elements to it.
exactly. We're not going with like East versus West, for example. That's not what this is. There's bigger things, way bigger things. We go stratospheric,
Spiritual at times and
right?
interdimensional, maybe.
Exactly, stratospheric, Danny. We go all over the place, right? But it's all about the world behind the world, right? I think that's really what it is. It's like the Matrix, but not the Matrix. I think that's fair. I think we can say it that way. Let's see here. 2050 classified will be vintage. Yep, that's 100% true. Let's see here. Okay, Grant. If you make figures, make them burly men and sexy women. One thing I've noticed is that sex sells. The story needs to be there, but people want to spend the money. Correct. We are Danny. Danny's had a problem with the way he's like more booty, more next.
No, well,
they have to be muscular too. They have to be in shape. They have to be like lucha. They have to be like
yeah, like imagine like Lucha Underground. You guys ever watch that? So that kind of element in this.
100%. So there have to be really like
right.
They're going to be big characters, but they're also going to be slim characters. All different body types. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope to bring that to the action figure sphere as well. Professor 8D has the armor bot. I had the armor bot as a kid. Love that thing, dude. That thing looked ridiculous. You're such a lucky kid, man. Because if that thing speaks and it walks and it talks and it fires missiles, man, I was all in on it. Oh, geez. Okay, thank you, fellow attorney Oregon IRL for the $2 super chat. Dave, do a Filipino toy based on you. No. No. Maybe we'll have one in the story.
Why not?
Maybe we'll have one in the story.
There's going to be wrestlers from everywhere.
He gets his ass kicked. You know what I mean? Like maybe we'll do something.
Need some managers in there or something.
Yeah, tag teams, right? Like
exactly. The fellow attorney
matches, that kind of stuff.
I agree. Make them hot women and buff dudes. That's right. Brutes and babes. Absolutely. Davis, coming from the only professional wrestler in the chat, your wrestling figures have to have crazy articulation, but don't mess the sculpt up. That's right. Thank you, Andrew. We will definitely make that happen. We are of course looking for the best articulation, the look, the feel, everything about lucha wrestling, lucha underground. This is the kind of thing we're looking for.
40 points of articulation.
As expensive as possible. No, I'm just kidding. Grand 460. I said it before, but your articulation probably is 35 and over. Most of us had jobs, and 11 p.m. is cutting it. We'll host for a late night YouTube run. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. It's all good, and we hope you have a good night, brother. Battle Customs. Andrew Davis, you ever lock horns with Dan? Oh, there's a good question. Pixel Dan is a wrestler. Shay Reed. Danny, I love this idea. I'm already thinking of crazy characters. There you go, bro. We're in it. We're in it now. This is the official announcement here, Brian. Brian's in with the official announcement. This is it. The fellow attorney. I like the culture-based toys. I personally like that. It's personal and that's cool. So Jay, you should do a toy based on his culture. That would be cool. We'll see. I don't mind it. We'll find out. Maybe I'll be a little short manager or something like that. I don't know. The characters look super cool. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We're really happy that this is coming together. Let's see here. That's what Hasbro should learn. North American and European audiences need story. They need a very different culture from Japan. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. We're working on that. We're working. Funpix 22. I would definitely back this project. Thank you, brother. We are so happy that you're saying that. We're very excited about it too. Andrew Davis, Ad Wolf. Who are you talking about? Pixel Dan? Yes. He's talking about Pixel Dan. Depends on some Batman versions are looking good. We might have a Batman in there. I don't know if we will, but we could probably do something like that. Have a good night, felon attorney. Where we'll see you next time, brother. Let's see here. Okay, Yojo C. I think this will be the first comic we'll actually read. I promise. Thank you, brother. We're very excited.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
We're very excited. Thank you, brother. Have a good night, felon attorney, and we will see you next time, brother. Sci-Fi George, Jay, I don't suppose you'll be at MuskCon this Saturday, 22 in Muskoka, in Muscon, Michigan. Or is that Minnesota? Is that Michigan or Minnesota?
Muskegon.
Muskegon, but is that Michigan or Minnesota? What's MI?
Michigan.
That's Michigan. No, I'm sorry, bro. I won't be able to make it. It's not that far, but Danny and I actually have a convention on Sunday. Danny, isn't that right?
Yes. Yep. This coming Sunday, correct.
Yeah. Where? So why don't you tell everybody where that is, Danny?
It's the Mississauga Collector Con at the Hilton, Meadowvale. You can bring it up. Or
Yeah, I'll bring it up right after these last two comments. Bad Wolf, Little Secret is super expensive for us Canadians to travel. Yeah, I know. It's very expensive right now. Yo, just see, you'll need a big buff woman character like China. You know what?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're reading our minds, Yo Josie. You're reading our minds. It's gonna be great. Yeah, so let's bring up Danny's newest convention that he's gonna be at.
Mississauga Collector Con. Just take that.
Mississauga Collector Con.
I could probably share it too if you want.
Yep, let me just bring it up. So I'm going to share the screen. Come on, window. And of course, I don't have it. There it is. Come on. My computer's bogging down for some strange reason today. All right. So yeah, Danny and I will be at the Mississauga Collector Con. March 20. No, it's the Ontario Collector Con, actually, Danny. No, that's next week.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's next week. So
isn't it this?
There it is. It's this one here. Sorry.
Yeah.
There it is. Mississauga Collector Con.
This weekend, Sunday.
Yeah, it's got to be the Ontario Collector Con, which is the 23rd. Right?
That's the one. It's in Mississauga.
Yeah, that's right. It's the Ontario Collector Con. We have special guests Catherine, the voice of Jean Grey, Cal Dodd, the voice of Wolverine. So basically, practically the entire roster of X-Men '97 is going to be there.
Some of them.
Of course, going to be there. Ron Rubin, the voice of Morph, is going to be there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of great guests. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So, guys, if you're available, we'd love to see you guys there, and we'd love to talk about El Dragoon at Ontario Collector Con. Danny and I are going to be there this weekend, so definitely, if you are in the area, it is at the Meadowvale Hotel, 750 Mississauga Road, Mississauga, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, guys, definitely come check us out. It's on March 23rd, 2025, and all of the X-Men voice actors are going to be there. Jean Grey, Wolverine, Morph, and Jubilee. So we would definitely love to see you guys there. There's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, GI Joe Fanstream was absolutely crazy, and now we found out that the snake is actually sold out completely. The divers are completely sold out. Oh man, this is absolutely crazy. What are your thoughts, guys? I mean, Brian, are you sad that you missed out on the snake?
No, I think they'll come back around.
Yeah,
I have a few friends and connections with people that probably would sell me one reasonable.
I think so. Danny, we were able to snag one. Are you happy with your purchase today? Is that a good investment?
Well, now I have even more. For sure. Who wouldn't be? I'm like, yeah, I got one. So,
oh my gosh.
We're gonna review it. So once it comes in, we'll review it, guys.
100%. Guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. Man, like the toy news just keeps going in 2024. And Danny Green Collects and myself will be, and Brian of Endless Fables will be at Toylanta. And I'm just going to go ahead and play that one video again just for you guys so that you know exactly all the details one more time. I want to thank all you guys for being here this afternoon. It's been this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure. We hope to see you at Toylanta 2024, 2025. Oh my God. Can't believe it's the 2024. And definitely, we want to, if you have any questions about El Dragoon or anything that we're working on right now, please contact myself or Danny Green on Instagram. We can be reached there very easily. Danny Green Collects and Mega J Retro. And please, guys, subscribe to Endless Fables Brian on Instagram. He has an amazing amazing Instagram. Toy photography is just his thing, and he does incredible work. Definitely check him out. And we're going to come back right after this, but you guys need to check out this segment on Toylanta. Guys, this is going to be fun. Stick around. We'll talk a little bit more after the segment plays. But we are very excited going to Toylanta.
Ernie a 4-pack? Interesting. But do we really need them?
You got to love that.
Hello, co-star. And I got to tell you, I'm excited for everybody who's showing up. As a matter of fact, I have a ton of great guests, including Paige Turco, who played the second April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie franchise. She's going to be there along with her fellow co-star, Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino in the movie, as long as being one of the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fight choreographers playing Donatello in the first film. He, of course, was also a surf ninja, and who can forget sidekicks? He's going to be awesome. If you're into Power Rangers, they also are featuring Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger and the Blue Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Sergeant Slaughter is also going to be there. There are also going to be a ton of toy tubers there, including the great Shartimus Prime. He'll be there all weekend. And specifically for the PowerCon portion of the Toylanta event, Power Up Toylanta, you can meet director Daniel Benedict, who I've been talking about a lot lately. He directed The Fall of Grayskull, one of the best, if not the best, Master Universe fan film, and they will be having a screening of this film during Toylanta, a special director's cut. Daniel will also be there promoting the second film that he's trying to get off the ground, The Fall of Grayskull 2. He's having a relaunch, as the first one did not actually meet its funding goal, but we're going to get there this time, guys. Definitely have to check out this first film and the trailer for the second film. It is absolutely epic. You can meet Daniel Benedict at Power Up Toylanta and ask him about how the film is going and what he plans, as I truly believe this is the film to bank on in 2025. Writer Joshua Skye, who's pretty much creating the lore for Master Universe, is going to be there as a special guest. As a matter of fact, I did an entire live stream the other day with Joshua talking about his involvement with Master Universe, how that all came about, and of course, talking about his involvement with Heavy Metal series that is just about to ship out to backers. Definitely meet Joshua Skye and ask him all about the Master Universe lore and what he plans for the future. And speaking about more toy tubers, that's right, Robo Don't Know is going to be there with all of his amazing inside baseball toy knowledge. You can meet Robo in person at Power Up Toylanta. The great Pixel Dan, the OG toy collector, definitely visit Dan's booth and pick up a copy of his book, The Toys of He-Man and the Master Universe. You know you have to pick that one up. And somebody definitely made a mistake. They invited me as a guest. I will be there all weekend with my good friend Danny Green of Danny Green Collects. We are indeed going to have Flipor at the convention, maybe even a few exclusives, including some concrates, which will only be available at the event. And I'll be showing off some comic books that I've worked on, as well as premiering a brand new project that Danny and I are working on. You have to check us out at the event. We will be there with our good friends Carlos and JP of Thundercats Classics and the Badass Reviews. They are going to be kicking off their convention tour with Toylanta, showcasing From the Realm, a new line of action figures which they're planning on launching. You guys can check out the brand new figures live and in person and talk to the creators themselves, JP and Carlos. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Tickets are going fast, everybody. You can head over to toylanta.net/tickets and pick up your badges for the event. The VIP badges are almost sold out, and they feature the brand new exclusive ATL 25 action figure from the Four Horsemen. This exclusive edition of this figure will only be available at Toylanta with limited quantities during the event, and the only way to secure this figure 100% is to pick up the VIP ticket badges, which are already available online, but these are running out fast. So definitely pick these up, as you don't want to miss out on the ATL 25 exclusive figure, only available at Toylanta. Be sure to pick up your tickets before they run out, and we'll see you there. Now let's get back to this episode, guys.
Remember, guys, the ATL 25 figure can only be picked up at Toylanta. You definitely have to pick this guy up. The VIP passes are the only way to guarantee that you'll be able to get this figure. So you can either pick them up on Toylanta.net, pick up the VIP pass, and you'll be able to pick this guy up, or take your chances at Toylanta 2025 and try to get in line to pick this guy up. There will be limited edition numbers at every single day, and once the allocation is done, it's done for the day, and they will not be selling anymore until the next day. So best of luck for everybody trying to get this figure. It is freaking amazing. So I'm going to give you guys a final sneak peek as to the exclusive poster that Danny and I are going to be bringing to the show. This one's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Here it is. Why is it? Where the heck is it? Hold on for a sec. Remove. There it is. So, guys, this is the fully inked version of the El Dragoon poster, which will be exclusive to Toylanta. And you guys can pick this up at our booth at Toylanta. Danny Green, myself, and the Badass Reviews, Carlos, and Thundercats Classics JP will definitely be there. Remember, this is a very exclusive version to Toylanta because these characters will possibly not look like this, or have definite changes for future editions. So this will be this will be a very, very exclusive edition for Toylanta, and you guys can pick up this poster. It will be fully colored. It's not going to be black and white. Don't worry about it. Or we might even have a black and white version. You never know, because some people really like that. So we will actually have a few of these on hand, and we hope to see you guys there. Myself, Danny Green, and of course Brian of Endless Fables will be there. We hope to see you guys there. Brian, thank you for being here, my friend. What are you working on, and how can people reach you, my friend?
You can reach me at Endless Fables. I'm working on photos all the time and just different cloth goods stuff. So having fun.
It's nice, short and sweet. Thank you so much, Brian, for that. Of course, my partner in crime, Danny Green Collects. Danny, what are you working on? What can we expect at Toylanta, and how can people reach you, my friend?
Well, we just showed you for the most part. So yeah, we'll be at Toylanta debuting El Dragoon. We'll have concept prints. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or feedback or ideas, we're always open to it. You can reach me at Danny Green Collects on Instagram or on YouTube as well. So stay tuned. Looking forward to Toylanta and seeing anybody that's going there. If you're not, just stay tuned because we'll be sharing the show. So thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure. Once again, please follow Brian over at Endless Fables, Danny over at Danny Green Collects. He's doing more of these shows on his channel, so please head over to his channel, give him a like and a follow, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Last comments as we're logging off. FunPix22, great show, guys. Catch you all later. Thank you, FunPix. Always great to see you.
Thanks,
and
David.
Grant G, sorry off topic, but I think the Motu 4-pack looks terrible. It's not for everybody. The new lore is helping out a lot. I'm gonna do a full episode on that probably tomorrow, covering the actual lore itself. So you never know; it might actually change your mind. Thank you guys for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will hope to see you guys at Toylanta 2025 in literally about a week. We will see you guys there. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, and as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching.
Have a good night, guys. Take care. Peace out. See you guys.